In a certain remote part of the Japanese countryside, by a calm and tranquil river, 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, were gathering to perform a ritual they'd been planning for quite some time. They were students from the local high school, and they were all chattering excitedly as they'd been anxiously awaiting this day. Well, guys, shall we begin? Have you all prepared for this like Azusa told us to? Yep, ready to rock. Don't really believe in all this ooga booga stuff, but there ain't many chances left for the 4 of us to get together, so may as well. Toshi, stop! Don't talk like we're never gonna see each other again or something. You're disrespecting my dear wife's plan to forever keep our precious memories from fading. No, Ran, there's no need to get so agitated, but you men should also be sure to treasure these memories always, embarrassing though it may be. That's my girl. Fortunately for me, I'll still be able to have the same old lovey-dovey relationship with my dear wife as always, just at a new school. Can't say I'm not jealous. It's called St. Cruz, right? Here it's pretty prestigious all-girls school. That's right, high society all the way, so you'd better treat us accordingly. Azusa makes sense, but you, as a proper lady in a missionary school, I smell disaster. You're just gonna make all the other kindergartners uncomfortable. They'll think it's Mother Mania watching over them rather than Mother Maria. You steppin'? Now. The tall girl projected an air of calm, ladylike composure as she covered the mouth of the boisterous girl with the tousled hair. Sounds like my dear wife. She fainted? So you two are waiting for a final decision regarding your transfers? Me? I can't commute too far, so I'll just succeed the family, I guess? Or maybe take this chance to attend specialty school or get a job. I don't know. You're planning for your future, then. That's quite impressive, Toshihisa. Yeah, I guess. But I'll be the only one left here, huh? I really won't be able to see you guys again, will I? It's gonna suck. I'll be here too, Toshihisa. Huh? You will? I heard a rumor you'd accepted a transfer to Byakuden, though. Yeah. Nah, I turned it down. I can't bear to be separated from this place. Not that I'm passing judgment on heading for the big city. That has its good points and bad. I'm just talking about my own personal feelings here. I very much did not want to move to the city. The memories I've made here with you all are irreplaceable. This is my home. Yeah, but no matter where we go, we'll all still be connected. That's why we're doing this ritual thing today, right? Indeed. Now, if you'll all take out the cloth you brought with you and run. Wake up, please. Run. Run. Dear wife? Dear wife?
うっとりして気絶って本当なんて暑さのこと好きなんだな。なんだその両手ピース。
It's like she's in a trance. She must really love you, Azusa. Though I don't quite understand the peace sign she's flashing on both of her hands.
ランが起きたら始めようか。あずさ、やり方の説明を頼む。
We can start when she wakes up. In the meantime, Azusa, will you tell us how it's done?
高校2年の夏直前、突如聞かされた菅谷高等学校廃校のニュース。
It was just before the summer of my junior year that we received word Sugatani High School would be closing.
生徒の数が少ない田舎の学校にはよくある話だ。しかし、降って湧いたような突然の別れに納得がいくわけがない。
It's a story you hear a lot from schools in the boonies with few students, but that doesn't make it any easier to swallow when it happens to you.
いつも明るくてノリのいい友達、後藤俊久も今まで見たことがないような悔しさと諦めの入り混じった表情を見せていた。
I'd never seen the faces of my two bright and cheery friends, or Toshihisa, look so frustrated and defeated as they did after the news broke.
この夏が終わる頃にはもうみんな別の場所へ行ってしまう。一緒に過ごした大切なこの場所を、絆を心から大切にしたいと願った。
When the summer ended, we'd all be going elsewhere, and we never wanted to forget this place where the four of us had made so many memories together.
そんな中、幼なじみで4人のまとめ役でもある高井あずさの提案により、生涯譜の約束というものを行うことにした。
But when we were feeling our darkest, in swept Azusa Takai, mediator among our little group, and she brought with her the promise of the shroud.
よこしまな感情、そして悪い運気をすべて布に込めて流してしまうというまじないらしい。
It was a ritual in which we'd shunt all our wicked feelings and misfortunes into a piece of cloth, which we'd then set free down the river.
一部の女子の間では割と流行ってたらしいが、俺も俊久も今一つ実感が湧かなかった。
It was pretty popular among some of the girls at school, but for me and Toshihisa, it was a foreign concept we'd never thought we'd personally experience.
そんな時、とびきり賑やかな小林蘭が目を覚ました。
As I reflected on this, our wild card of a friend, Ran Kobayashi, finally opened her eyes.
あずさを嫁と呼んでいつもそばを離れない。だが傍から見ていると、この二人どちらかといえば夫婦というよりは母と娘だ。
She called Azusa her dear wife and never left her side, yet from our perspective, they were less like spouses and more like mother and daughter.
素直に行動できる蘭の性格を時々羨ましく思うこともある。
And I'll admit, I often envied Ran, her free-thinking, endlessly uninhibited personality. First, we put all our cloth scraps together. You remembered to write your names on them, no? Yaha! And I also wrote in big letters that I want to stay by my dear wife's side forever and ever. Oh my, but the effects grow weaker if you speak them aloud. Oh. But that's okay. I know of another charm that's exactly like this one. It's called Setsuko Ever After.
そうなのか。
Really now? Except it's specifically just to keep friends from drifting apart, whereas this one has more to it.
悪いもんを全部流すんだろ。一緒に俺たちの名前も流すのって変じゃねえか？
Like washing away all the bad stuff in your life? I was wondering about that. Like, isn't it strange to write our names? Aren't we washing those away too?
祈りを乗せた生涯譜が悪いものを流してくれるから、川も浄化されてきれいになるということかもしれないな。
It's Holy Shroud we wrote our prayers on that's washing the bad things away, and performing this ritual may be what keeps the river clean and pure. I don't think littering like cloth in the river is going to keep it clean and pure, but you do you, bro.
その中心部で結ばれた絆はきっと強い。
And the river is like the veins running through the heart of our village. Its power is considerable.
うわ、マスクの光もびっくりだ。
Yeah, and the mask's glow is super bright.
どっちだろうな。
What the hell are you talking about?
さあみんな、せーので川に流すわよ。
All right, everybody. On the count of 3, let's place our cloth in the river.
私たちいつまでも。
May we be close forevermore.
お、いつまでも
Yeah, forevermore.
一緒だ。
Together.
せーの。
1, 2.
May our friendship last forever.
May our friendship last forever.
川の水は緩やかに流れる。俺たちもこんな風に生きられたらきっと。
The river's water was flowing so gently. If our lives could progress equally so, then I was certain, one day soon. Extra chapter, Samsara down the river.
死ぬまくん、私怖いよ。みんなどこに行ったの？
Kishinuma, I'm scared. Where did everybody go?
持田くん、私を助けて。絶対に諦めるなんていつもみたいに元気つけてよ。
Mochida, come save me. Give me one of those never give up pep talks of yours. The person I wanted more than anything to protect me was right in front of me, but it wasn't my name she was calling out for. It was at times like this that I, Yoshiki Kishinuma, could truly feel just how powerless I was.
持田くん、私はここよ。篠崎あゆみはここにいるわ。
Mochida, I'm right here. I, Ayumi Shinozaki, am here and waiting for you.
分かったから。サトシにもきっと会えるって。
Alright already. You'll be able to see Satoshi again, I'm sure.
どうしてそんなことがわかるの？
And how could you possibly know that?
いや、なんとなくだよ。
I just have a good feeling about it, okay?
いい加減なこと言わないで。
Don't waste your breath on empty promises.
チュ
I did notice, though, that Shinozaki's behavior had been a little strange for some time now.
こいつはきつい物言いが多いが、心の底では誰に対しても思いやりを持っている人間なんだ。
She's always had a coarse manner of speaking, but deep down, she's also always shown consideration for the feelings of others.
こんな俺にすら。それがこの1時間ぐらい前から完全に消えてしまっていた。
Even me, but over this past hour, that's completely gone out the window. Got something stuck in your throat there, Yumi?
またか。おい、大丈夫か。しっかりしろよ、篠崎。
Again with that, are you okay? Like, for real? You need to get it together, Shinozaki.
あんたじゃない。持田くんを呼べ。次の方どうぞ。
I'm not asking for you. Bring Mochida here. Next patient, please.
何言ってっかわかんねえよ。
I don't even understand what you're saying. Okay. It seemed like she was ready to release herself, like, from her pain. Though, through whatever means necessary, like she was ready to throw everything away and just give up. And only Satoshi could save her from that fate. I couldn't do a damned thing. I was totally useless.
そこまで。
Stop right there! Is that Azusa? What?
目を覚まして。My precious Lord.
Yeah, that's Azusa.
Light of merciful purgation from sins.
She's speaking English.
Release the seal.
A girl with an unfamiliar uniform appeared brandishing a cross necklace. Suddenly, a red spirit flame emerged from Shinozaki's chest and burned itself out.
Shinozaki, 大丈夫か。
Shinozaki, are you okay?
危ないところだったわ。この辺りは
いつの間にか心の中に潜り込むたちの悪い悪霊が多いの。
That was a very close call. There are many number of vengeful spirits around here that will not hesitate to wend their way into the hearts of the unwary.
悪霊が？なるほど。それで篠崎の様子が。
A vengeful spirit? So I was right. She was different.
よくわからないけど、助けてくれたの？ありがとう。あなたもここに迷い込んだんですか？
I don't really understand, but I take it you saved me? Thank you. Did you get lost in here too?
迷い込んだというか、飛ばされてきたというか。おそらくあなたたちと同じよ。
I'm not certain if I'm lost or if I was sent here. Either way, I presume the same thing has occurred with me as it has with you?
そうなのか。俺たちは幸せの幸子さんってまじないでここに飛ばされて。
Probably. We performed a ritual called Setsugo Ever After and suddenly wound up here.
幸子さん？おまじない？似たようなやつが全国にあるってことね。
Setsugo? A charm then. Similar charms have found their way into every corner of the country, it seems.
あ、自己紹介がまだだったわね。私は高井あずさ。セントクルス女学院の2年生。
Ah, but where are my manners? I've yet to introduce myself. My name is Azusa Takai. I'm a junior at St. Cruz Girls Academy High School.
同学年なんですね。私は如月学園の篠崎あゆみ。こっちはクラスメートの。
Oh, we're in the same grade then. I'm Ayumi Shinozaki from Kisaragi Academy High School, and this is my classmate.
岸沼良樹だ。いきなり情けないとこ見せちまったな。すまねえ。
Yoshiki Kishinuma. Sorry to be so useless back there. Not the best first impression, I guess.
岸沼？あなた、彼女のナイトならちゃんとお守りしなきゃ恥だよ。岸って名字に名前負けしてるわ。ナイトくん。
Kishinuma? Kishi as in knight, I presume. If you are her Sir Knight, you must never allow harm to befall her. 'Twould be an embarrassment to your name.
何言ってんだよ。最初からそのつもりだ。つうか、岸辺の岸に沼地の沼で岸沼だ。
Huh? The hell does that mean? Of course, I would never. And, the Kishi in my name is the kanji for shore, and Numa is marsh.
ナイトだって恥ずかしい呼び方やめろ。
Please don't call me Sir Knight. It's embarrassing.
ちょっと、やっと悪霊以外の人と会えたのに、余計なことで争わないで。
Hey, we finally encountered a living person here. Don't fight with her over pointless details like that.
だと
The hell?
はいはいはい。喧嘩しないの。
Yes. Let's not fight at all, shall we?
ごめんなさい。高井さんってこんなとこでもしっかりしてますね。すごいです。
Sorry, Takai. You're remarkably calm and level-headed, given the circumstances. I'm quite impressed.
同学年なんだから敬語はいらないわ。私のこともあーちゃんとか気軽に呼んでね。
We are his classmates, so please, you needn't be so formal as to address me by my surname. Perhaps you could simply call me Azu?
よろしくね、あーちゃん。
Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you, Azu.
女ってのはすぐ慣れ合うよな。俺は適当に呼ばせてもらうぜ。
Girls sure do bond with one another quickly, don't they? You can call me whatever you want. She's gonna call you Sir Knight then.
いいわよ。よろしく。あゆみちゃんにナイトくん。
May I now? It's a pleasure to meet you then, Ayumi and Sir Knight.
はあ？だからその呼び方やめろって言ってんだろ。
Huh? I told you, don't call me that, but you just said that she can call you whatever she likes.
何言ってんのよ。さっき言いそうになってたじゃない。彼女を守るナイトになりたいんでしょ。
And why not? You were about to say earlier that you fully intend to keep any harm from befalling Ayumi. Therefore, are you not her Sir Knight?
あゆみちゃんのこと好きなのはマリア様じゃなくてもすぐお見通し。
It doesn't take Mother Mary full of grace to see that you like her.
この女やりづれえ。
This girl's gonna be trouble.
なんだよ。
What's so funny?
だって岸沼くんとすぐ仲良しになれる女の子なんてかなりレアじゃない？とってもいい感じだわ。お似合いよ。
Well, it's rare for you to make friends with girls so quickly, Hishinuma. It's just nice to see. It's a good look on you, really. Make it stop!
あっちゃ、愛しの子は相当な天然さ。
Oh dear, his beloved is a bit slow on the uptake, it seems.
ところで、あーちゃんのそれ、十字架のやつ、かわいい。
I have to say, Azu, that cross necklace you've got is pretty cute.
ありがとう。
I don't see a
で
necklace.
も、未だに驚いているわ。霊を鎮める力があるなんてね。
Thank you. It still surprises me it still surprises me each time to see just how potent it is against evil spirits.
そうなのか？俺はてっきり女子高生霊能探偵みたいなノリでやり慣れたことだとばかり。
Really? I've gotten pretty damn used to learning that the girls around me are so spiritual mediums or detectives or crap like that. Doesn't even faze me.
何それ？魔法とかおまじないの類と一緒で、こういう力は信じるっていう思いの強さが重要なのかもね。
Are you serious? That's amusing, but also potentially beneficial. A strong belief in magic and charms could prove invaluable in the trials ahead.
あら？あゆみちゃんの持ってるのは。
Oh, Ayumi, I do believe you have something very much related to this topic, do you not?
うん。あーちゃんみたいにすごいことはできないけど、一応呉服と聖水は持ち歩いているの。
Yeah, I can't do as much with it as you can, Azu, but I do have talismans and holy water with me, just in case.
十分よ。それですぐに襲われなかったのかも。
That should be more than enough. With those on hand, you're not likely to be attacked all too readily.
はあ？さっき霊に取りつかれていたろ。役に立ってんのかよ。本当に。
Huh? But she was just possessed by an evil spirit. I'm not sure those things do anything at all, honestly. I was gonna say the same thing. I'm glad Yoshiki did.
もう、ナイトくん。こういう時にこそ、この私が全てを守る盾になりましょうとか、気の利いたこと言えないの？
Oh, Sir Knight, I gave you such a perfect opening to say something like, I shall be your shield and protect you from all threats. Can you not say that?
言えるか。それによ、すでに守れなかったわけだし。
Of course I can't. I mean, I already failed to protect her once.
大丈夫よ。これからちゃんとナイトくんがあゆみちゃんを守るの。絶対に諦めちゃダメなんだから。
That's all right. I believe you'll succeed in keeping her safe from here on out. You mustn't ever give up on your charge.
諦めない。そうよ。持田くんもそう言ってたじゃない。
Never give up. That's right. That's what Mochida always said too.
持田くんっていうのはクラスメートの男の子で、いつもはぼんやりしてるけど、本当はとっても頼りがいがあって素敵なのよ。
Oh, Mochida's a classmate of mine as well. He's always kind of absent-minded, but you can always rely on him in a pinch. He's great.
ね、岸沼くん。
Right, Kishinuma?
おお。またサトシかよ。
Yeah. Again with Satoshi, though?
ほうほう。ライバルまで兄弟なのね。ナイトくん、頑張。
Oh, so there's a rival for her affections. But I believe in you, Sir Knight.
あーちゃんたちもおまじない失敗したの？
So, did you and your friends fail your charm? Is that why you're here?
まさかきちんと完璧に成功したわよ。私のやることだよ。
Certainly not. You succeeded in what we set out to do. It was my doing, after all.
かっこいい。
That's so cool.
そのせいでこんなところに閉じ込められてちゃ、はめられたとしか言いようがないけどな。
But, I mean, can you really say that when you wound up getting trapped here as a result? Seeing her try to project a perfect image just made me want to interject and take her down a few pegs, though it wasn't really meant to be malicious.
それにしても不気味なところね。気持ち悪いったらないわ。
This is quite the unpleasant place indeed, as disturbing as one could ever imagine anywhere to be.
はい。この学校の至るところに、その遺体があって。
Yeah, everywhere you look in the school, there are bodies.
これだけたくさん転がってりゃ、嫌でも見慣れてくるさ。とにかく、 俺たち以外で生きてるやつに会えて少し安心したぜ。
So many of them that, like it or not, you start to kind of get used to them, which is why it's so nice to finally be able to talk to another living person.
そうね。二人でずっと不安だったもの。
Seriously, the two of us have been really uneasy this whole time.
で、その遺体の近くにいつも遺留品っていうのかしら。何かを必ず発見するの。
Partially because by those bodies we keep seeing, we always find personal items, I guess, or last words. Basically, just always something.
壁に何か書いてあったり、紙切れが落ちてたり、大抵がメッセージの類だな。
Like messages written on the wall or scraps of paper on the ground. Some kind of message.
こんなところに閉じ込められたんだから、不安で苦しくて辛かったんだろうね。私もいくつか見つけたわ。これなんだけど。
Being trapped in such a nightmarish place, they were likely frightened and suffering. I found several such messages as well, along with this. You gonna tell me what it is? Azusa held out a small notebook about the size of her hand. Shinozaki took it and opened it to the first page, revealing the name of its owner.
これは学生証？
This is a school ID, isn't it?
一緒に飛ばされた友達のものよ。
Yes, it belongs to a friend who was sent here with me.
それがあるってこと。まさか。
So if you've got it, does that mean...
持ち主の亡骸は近くになかったの。だからって生きてることが分かったわけじゃないけれど。
No, there was no body in sight around where I found this. Of course, that doesn't mean I can be certain she's still alive either. Oh, it's Ron.
みんな必ずこの学校のどこかにいるって私は信じているわ。
But I believe that everyone is somewhere to be found within this school.
そうか。早く会えるといいな。ん？篠崎？どうした？おい！
Yeah, I hope we're all able to meet up with our missing friends again soon. Hmm? Shinozaki, what's wrong? Hey! Yeah, those talismans aren't doing shit.
篠崎？大丈夫か？
Shinozaki, are you okay?
あゆみちゃん。ごめんなさい。もう平気。この学生証を持った時に息が上がってそれで。
I'm sorry. I'm fine now. It's just holding the student ID notebook in my hand. My breath quickened, and then...
それで？
And then...
見えたの。
I saw her.
え？どういうことだ、篠崎？見えた？
Huh? What are you talking about, Shinozaki? What did you see?
まさか。
It can't be. Azusa suddenly undid the zipper on the front of her school uniform and spread open the chest of her blouse. After doing so, she withdrew the cross necklace from deep within her cleavage. Okay.
やっぱりあゆみちゃん、あなたの霊力かなりのものよ。
It is as I suspected, Ayumi. You have a considerable amount of spiritual power, no? I turned away when the cleavage came out, but slowly and hesitantly raised my head now, confident that it was probably safe to look.
十字架が光ってる？おい、篠崎！
The cross, it's glowing. Hey, Shinozaki?
あーちゃん、多分私今あーちゃんと同じこと考えてる。
Azu, I think you and I must be thinking the same thing right now.
そうね。これは
I believe we are. This is...
残留思念洞察能力サイコメトリー。
the ability to see residual thoughts and objects, psychometry.
は
ナホさんのサイトに載っていたわ。死者聖者問わず心ある者の思念は強力なエネルギーを放っている。
It was mentioned on Naho's site. Anything with a soul, be it living or dead, exudes a tremendous amount of thought energy.
その思いが強ければ強いほど触れていたものや空間そのものに染み込んで残っていることが多いの。
And the stronger the thoughts are, the more likely it is that some of the energy will have transferred into some objects they've touched or places they've been.
その思念を読み取る能力をサイコメトリーと呼ぶんだけれど、なぜあゆみちゃんが今それに覚醒したのかしらね。
And the ability to perceive this is called psychometry, though I must wonder why the act is spontaneously triggered in you here and now, Ayumi.
感受性が強いから一時的なものなのかもしれないわね。
Maybe it was oversensitivity? It could have just been a spontaneous reaction, too.
映っていたのは小さい女の子。明るくて楽しそうだった。それとあーちゃんがいたわ。
What I saw was a little girl, bright and cheery, and you were there too, Azu.
いい感じよ。学生証の持ち主は小林蘭。もし今一人どこかで泣いているのかと思うと胸が痛むわ。
That's good. The owner of that student ID is named Ran Kobayashi, and when I think of her alone right now, crying, it pains my heart.
同じクラスの子なの？
Is she from your class?
いいえ。でも前の学校から一緒に転校してきた友達なのよ。
No, but she's a friend who transferred with me from our old school.
篠崎、ちょっとその学生証を見せてくれよ。
Shinozaki, can I see the student ID for a sec?
うわ、本当だ。確かに小林蘭って名前だ。
Whoa, for real, it says her name is Ran Kobayashi. After confirming the name, I casually began flipping through the pages of the attached notebook. And that's when I saw them.
何よ、大きな声出さないで。びっくりするじゃない。
What the hell? Don't shout like that. You're gonna give me a heart attack.
これ
Look, here. An abnormally large number of photo booth stickers and printed photographs were crammed into basically every crevice, wherever they could possibly fit.
なるほど。すごい数だね。ランちゃんと一緒にあーちゃんが見えたのはこのせいか。
Wow, that makes sense. With this many photos of you present, it only stands to reason I would have seen you too, Azu, in my vision of Ran.
熱心でしょ。ちょっと行き過ぎちゃうこともあるけど、素直で優しい子なの。私の友達。
She is quite passionate now. She has a tendency to overdo things, but she's a very kind and caring person. She is a very good friend indeed.
おう。
Yeah.
探しましょう。他にも手がかりがきっとあるはず。
Let's try to find her. We might come across other clues that help us out along the way.
一緒に探してくれるの？
What? You'll help me search for her?
今さら何言ってるの？当たり前じゃない。ね、岸沼くん。
That surprises you? Of course we will. Why wouldn't we? Isn't that right, Kishinuma?
おう。
Yeah.
もうさっきからおうしか言ってないじゃない。やる気出してよね。
Come on, man. All you've been saying for the last little while is, yeah, you need to get motivated already.
おい。
Yeah.
二人とも
You too.
ありがとうさん。
Thank you. Thank you. Zoom in.
さあ、探索を始めましょう。
Let's go then and begin our search.
岸沼くん大丈夫？なんかリアクションが変だよ。
Kishinuma, are you okay? Your reaction was a little strange.
さっきからおかしいんだ。俺を動かしている存在がいて、そいつから得体の知れない悪意を感じるようなさ。
I've been feeling strange for a little while now. It's like some outside influence is moving my body, and I can sense sort of ill will from it.
変なこと言うね。
That's not really like you.
なんだろう。悪意っつうか、愛情を感じながらもいじめられているような。
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I say it's an ill will, but like, I can sense a certain affection from it too. It's like I'm being toyed with or something.
まだ行かない。
Is Rand dead? Was that her ghost? Was she like zoom in, as in the boobs? Are you two not ready to go? Is Ron dead? We're coming. And so we began searching the school, anew alongside our friend Azusa Sakai, whose personality just seemed a little off to me. Our goal was to find Satoshi and the others, as well as Azusa's friend Ran Kobayashi. And if we managed to locate any trace of any of them, we could hopefully follow the clues and reunite with all the people we were missing. As we wandered the darkened halls, we came upon one classroom with dim light spilling out from its windows. Curious, we slowly and silently entered.
なんだカビ臭い部屋だな。
What is this place? It's moldy as hell.
マスク欲しいね。喉がイガイガする。
I'd love a mask right about now. This room is really irritating my throat.
なるべく鼻で呼吸して息を大量に吸い込まないようにしましょう。さ、調べるわよ。
I'd recommend breathing exclusively through your nose and not inhaling too deeply. Come, let's see what we can find. Oh, okay, I'm gonna save just in case there's a bad end. We're gonna check the shelves first.
なんだこれ。
The hell's this? I placed my hand on one particular shelf that seemed suspicious to me. It was one of those cabinet shelves with a glass door that typically lets you see inside, but the glass had turned jet black. Nothing was visible. Huh? Kichinuma, get back!
え？
As soon as I opened the door to the cabinet, the black mass covering the window began moving. It was thousands upon thousands of cockroaches. No! No! Do not tell me they were in your mouth. That is so gross.
もういや。口についてないよね。もう。
That was awful. There aren't any more in my mouth, are there? God.
これだけ古い建物なら当然よね。
It's only natural to find cockroaches in a building this old.
怖くないの？あーちゃん。
Aren't you scared, Azu?
見慣れてるから。
I'm rather used to seeing them, I suppose.
おい何かの残骸があるけど篠崎その残留思念だっけ読めるか
Hey, there's some kind of debris here, Shinozaki. Do you think you might be able to get a reading off of that? Or whatever you call it?
このカビみたいなやつを嫌よ。
This mold-looking thing? Gross, no.
だよな
Yeah, I guess not. I was feeling very self-conscious, having been so bluntly rejected, but as I walked away, I noticed Azusa approach the mass with her cross.
何も感じないわ。これはパンか何かね。スルーしましょう。
I'm not feeling anything in particular. I think this was bread, perhaps? Nothing to be concerned with.
なんか俺やることねえな
I really don't have any useful skills here, do I? Okay, check the broom closet. We turned our attention to the standing broom closet at the end of the room. When suddenly...
篠崎
空気が重いと思ったらあれが元凶ね。
I thought the air felt heavy in here. I guess that's why. I'm assuming someone's hanging from a rope.
中で何か動いているのかしら。
It does sound as if something is moving inside.
この気配は人じゃない何かだと思う。
Whatever it is, I don't think it's human.
俺にだってやべえってわかるさなんか青い光漏れてるし
Even I can tell it's not safe. Look at that weird blue light it's giving off.
危険だわ。離れましょう。
It's definitely dangerous. Let's get away now. Alright, we'll check the flowers on the teacher's desk then. Vividly colored flowers were conspicuously growing in the center of this otherwise drab, dreary room.
見て。枯れていないわ。この花。
Look, they're not withered at all.
本当だ蘭の花だな綺麗に咲いてやがる
You're right. I think these are orchids? Ran in Japanese. They look weirdly healthy.
残留思念読んでみるね。
Let me try checking for any residual thoughts.
頼む
Please do.
あったかい。
They're warm.
え、あったかいのか？
They are?
花に込められた思いが流れ込んでくる。
Yeah, there are thoughts trapped in these flowers. I'm seeing them.
あずさは悪魔なんかじゃない。そんなことを言う奴らが狂ってる。
Azusa, you are not a devil. Anyone who says you are is out of their mind.
なんだ？どうしたんだ？
What is it? What happened?
ナイト君も聞こえない声が。
Did you not hear that, Sir Knight? The voice?
声？
Voice?
笑うなよ。花を咲かせるのが趣味って変か？
Don't laugh, okay? Do you think growing flowers is a strange hobby to have?
本当だ。
Oh, now I hear it.
聞こえる。誰だろうこの人。優しい気持ちを感じる。あーちゃん？
I can hear it too, but who is it? I'm sensing a kindness from it. Huh? Azu?
ケンタロウ。あなたは。
Kentaro, you. Azusa was visibly shaking. Not only that, but she was staring at the floor with a dejected, sad, cold look on her face. Her former vibrancy almost seemed like it had all been a lie. Who was Kentaro?
な、同じ名前の花だ。綺麗だろ？
Check it out, Ron. This flower has the same name as you. Isn't it pretty?
聞こえなくなった。あーちゃん？大丈夫？
I can't seem to hear it anymore. Azu, you okay?
なあ、ケンタロウとか言ってたが、今の声のやつか？知ってるやつなのか？
You said the name Kentaro, was it? Is that who you were speaking just now? Do you know him? She slowly raised her head and looked at us, and her expression had cooled so much that she now looked like an entirely different person.
大切な仲間よ。必ず助けるわ。
He's a dear friend of mine, and I'm going to save him. Okay, leave the room. Are those bandages on the floor? Investigate further down the hall. Enter the classroom. Let's look at the bandages. At the bend in the hall, there was a small pile of bandages on the floor, standing out against their surroundings simply by virtue of being white. There was a small thin piece of wood wrapped up in them, making it seem as though these were the remnants of an emergency splint.
包帯？まだ新しいわね。
Bandages? They seem pretty new, too. What was that? Oh!
中島さん？よかった。無事みたい。
Nakashima? Thank goodness, she seems to be okay. It hurts.
足を引きずって歩いて怪我してるんだ。そうか、これは中島さんの残留思念。
She's dragging one leg. It must be hurt. I see. This is a residual thought from Nakashima.
おい、篠崎、どうした？何か見えるのか？
Hey, Shinozaki, what is it? Are you seeing something?
ちょっと待って、今大事な。
Hold on. This is important.
中島さん、ここで足の包帯を取り替えて。辛そう。どこへ行くの？すぐ追いかけるからね。
Nakashima stopped here to change out her bandages. She seems to be in considerable pain, but which way did she go? We have to chase after her.
サトシ、今サトシの声が聞こえたわ。近くにいる。
Huh? Satoshi? I think I just heard Satoshi's voice. He's close too. There you are. Satoshi, I finally found you. Satoshi. You big dummy. There's so much I want to talk with you about. Satoshi. I hate when it skips without letting me click it.
篠崎なんで捨てちまうんだ
Shinozaki, why are you throwing them aside?
何か見えたの？随分と真剣な表情だったけど。
Did you see something? You have a rather stern look on your face right now.
友達がね苦しんでた。ひどいことをする悪霊が許せない。
It's a friend, in pain. An evil spirit did something cruel to her and must be punished. Oh, I thought she was mad because she was crying for Satoshi, but is she mad that the ghost made her think she saw Satoshi?
友達って鈴本か誰かが
A friend? Suzumoto or who?
岸沼くんの知らない人よ。
Someone you don't know, Kishinuma. He knows Naomi.
そうなの
What? Really?
さあ、行きましょう。
Come on, we have to go.
つか包帯あれ捨てちまっていいのか
Are you just gonna leave the bandages here?
汚いから捨てていきましょう。
汚い。
They're dirty, so let's leave them be. They're dirty. Oh, is she mad at her for Satoshi? Okay. Is the classroom the one I was just in? Oh, it is. Okay. Investigate farther down the hall. Looking farther down the hall, the darkness seemed much more all-encompassing than in our current location. I wasn't really sure what could have caused it, but part of this hall just looked completely inked over. It was the absolute absence of color and substance. And my instinct said that something dangerous was drawing near us from within that utter darkness. However...
あれは
It's...
どうした
What is it?
おまじないに使った布よ。友達のものだわ。
One of the cloth pieces we used in our ritual. It's from a friend of mine.
本当に？どこ？
Really? Where?
暗がりのあたりに。
Just by that dark space.
おい待て
Hey, wait!
いるわ。そこに。健太郎、
He's there.
トシヒサ。
Somewhere. Kentaro? Toshihisa? I reached out and grabbed Azusa from behind to stop her from moving even one step farther.
ナイト君。
Sir Knight?
バカ野郎足元見ろ
Dumbass! Watch where you're walking! Just one step beyond where Azusa was standing, the floor gave way to a massive hole, so big that the bottom was completely invisible. This should have been a little surprise since the floorboards had rotted or fallen away all throughout this building, but Azusa had clearly forgotten this.
危なかったわ。あーちゃん、こっちから回れば取れそうよ。
That was close, Azu. If you come around this way, I think you'll be able to reach it.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
前の方に気取られすぎだろ足元も見ろって意外と危なっかしいんだなお前
Just take more care where you... Just take more care to watch where you step from here on out, okay? You get too distracted by what's in front of you, you'll miss what's below you.
恥ずかしいわ。
This is quite embarrassing, actually.
ああ何がだよ
Huh? What is? Her face as red as could be. She looked down at my arms, and I realized that when I grabbed her, I'd created something of a shelf from her ample chest. This was the first time I'd ever come in contact with a girl's breasts. Suffice to say, I got very flustered very quickly. I leaped back.
二重にびっくりしちゃった感じ。
That was a bit of a double shock for me.
でも、ありがとうね。
But thank you very much. Azusa gave me a nonchalant wink, seemingly rather inappropriate for having almost just died. She truly was an oddball. My head was starting to hurt just keeping up with her.
えあ篠崎その待て誤解だ俺は
Shinozaki, no. Please, don't think that was a misunderstanding entirely.
ほんと仲良しよね。お似合いだわ。でもスキンシップは私の見えないところでやってね。
You two certainly are close, and you make a cute couple. But try to keep the hanky-panky behind closed doors from now on, hmm?
ギャー誤解崩壊大失敗
Misunderstanding, clear up failure!
これよ、落ちていた布。間違いないわ。私の友達のものよ。名前はかすれて読めないけれど、 あゆみちゃん、何かわかりそう？
I am absolutely certain this is one of my friend's holy shrouds, though the name is too blurred to be legible. Ayumi, are you getting anything from it?
ダメ。大きな声で誰かが怒鳴っている感じがするけど、名前やどんな人かまではわからないわ。
Not really. I feel like someone is shouting really loudly, but I'm not getting a name, nor any sense of what kind of person they are.
そう。
I see.
篠崎。
Shinozaki?
でもこの布があーちゃんの仲間が持ってたものなら手がかりになるかも。私持っておくね。
But if this was indeed a piece of cloth one of your friends had with him, it could be a valuable clue, so I'd like to hang on to it.
そうね。近くにいるかもしれない。探しましょう。
That's fine. He may be nearby. Let's continue looking.
なあ、篠崎、誤解。
Hey, Shinozaki, about that misunderstanding?
行くわよ。
We're going.
はい。
Okay. Okay. Can we not investigate further down the hall again?
何もないみたい。別のところ調べよう。
Doesn't seem to be anything else here. Let's search somewhere else, shall we?
もう何もないみたい。別のところ調べよう。
Have I done something wrong?
この蘭、なんでこんなに綺麗に咲いてるんだ？
I wonder why these orchids are growing so well in a place like this.
誰かが水をやっているわけでもないだろうし、なんか不気味だな。
I can't imagine there's anyone here watering them. It's a little unsettling, really. Okay.
何やってんだ、やめろ。
What are you doing? Stop! Azu! Oh, shit. I thought maybe it was gonna be her friend. Be careful! Don't look him in the eyes, either of you! An elementary school-aged boy was squatting inside the broom closet, glowing with faint blue light. He was obviously a danger. Nothing about him felt like it could end well. For starters, he was a spirit and heavenly host. We turned tail with the intent to run, but
大丈夫。かわいそうに。
it's all right, the poor thing. Azu, don't! Holding up a hand to silence Shinozaki, Azusa calmly turned to face the spirit. With a small laugh, the boy disappeared, almost as if blown away, but in a gust of wind.
お前、
What did you...
成仏したってことなの？
Did you exorcise him?
いいえ、どこかへ遊びに行っちゃったわ。
No, he simply went off somewhere to play.
悲しい場所ね、ここは。
This is truly a sad place, isn't it?
あんな小さな子までどこにも行けずに霊となってとどまっている。
For even a boy his age to be trapped here, unable to escape.
本当に元の世界に帰ることなんてできるのかしら？
Yeah, I wonder if we'll ever be able to get back to our own world again at this point. Yeah.
二人ともこれを見て。
My, both of you, come look at this. What is it? Tell me.
どうしたの？
What is it?
これランがおまじないの時に使った布よ。聖骸符って言うんだけどね、名前が書いてある。
It's the cloth Ron used in our rituals. To be specific, it's known as a holy shroud. See? Her name is written right on it.
本当だ。小林蘭。かすれているけど、うっすら読めるな。
Oh yeah, Ron Kobayashi. Got a little smudged, but you can still make it out.
あゆみちゃん、思念読めるかしら？
Ayumi, can you get a reading from it by any chance?
やってみる。
I can try.
どうだ？
Well,
近くにいるかも。行きましょう。
I think she's close. Come on, let's go. Yes, let's.
手がかりもいろいろ手に入ったし、廊下の先に進んでみるか。
We've collected quite a few clues at this point, so how about we go a little further down the hall?
そうね。行こう、あーちゃん。
That sounds good. Let's go, Azu.
Eh.
All right. We proceeded down the hall, paying careful attention to our footfalls to ensure none of us were about to stumble into any holes. Cool air swirled around us, lightly brushing our necks as we walked. Then,
誰かいるぞ。
somebody's here. There was a shadow of a person farther down the hall.
落ち着いて。生存者かもしれない。
Stay calm now. It may be a survivor. Azusa removed a flashlight from the bag on her shoulder and switched it on. The beam cast a much more distinctive shadow of a human being than the faint one I'd spotted. And it also reflected off of two eyes in the darkness, though they were far away. They were so far away that the person's features were difficult to make out. Huh? Ah! It's Ron! Really? Dear wife, is it really you? Have you come to find me? Azusa bounded over to Ron and embraced her warmly.
よかった。本当に無事で。
Thank God. Thank God you're safe. I was so scared. So scared.
この子がランちゃん？あーちゃんと一緒に飛ばされたっていう？ひどい。こんな幼い子まで。
So this is Ren, the girl who was sent here with you, Azusa? It breaks my heart to see such a young child suffer like this.
篠崎、よく見ろ。同じ制服着てるじゃないか。もしかしなくても同い年くらいだろう。
Shinozaki, look a little closer. They're wearing the same school uniform, which means they're probably, or almost certainly, the same age. Hey, I can hear you, you know. Don't treat me like a child just because I look like one.
ああ、ごめんね。
Oh, sorry about that.
よかった。いつものランだ。
I'm so glad to see that you're the same as ever, Ron. And so we'd reunited with Azusa's friend Ron. She had a build that really did make her look like a child, and was so emaciated that you almost felt bad for her. And both her eyelids and eyes alike were red from what must have been a monumental amount of crying, or so I thought.
どうしたの？こんなに目を晴らして。
Ren, why are your eyes so swollen? Huh? What?
あーちゃん？
Azusa suddenly let out a blood-curdling scream. She had discovered someone's remains by Ron's side.
どうした？ひでえな。
What happened? Ugh! That's horrible.
何？
What is...
篠崎、見るな。
Shinozaki, don't look!
その人、死んでるの？
That person is definitely dead, right?
怖かったよ。いきなり黒いモヤモヤが来て、剣棒が飲み込まれて、それで。
I was so scared. This black mist came rolling in, and Kambo inhaled it. And then...
分かったわ。それ以上言わなくていいから。健太郎、こんなことって。せっかく会えたのに。
I understand. You don't have to say anymore. Oh, Kentaro, I wanted so much to reunite with you, but not like this. Azusa turned her full attention towards the body and began to grieve and moan.
健太郎って、まさか、さっき言ってた。
Kentaro? Like the guy from before? Azusa, eyes filled with tears, nodded slowly.
そんな。
No.
How awful.
Azusa then took to her feet once more and produced a small bottle from her bag. She uncapped it and held it in front of her forehead and spoke what sounded like some sort of chant.
せめて安らかな眠りを。
May you at least rest in peace.
Thank you, my dear friend. And my heart will go on and on.
Oh. She then made the sign of the cross in front of her chest, and a fresh stream of tears began to spill out from the corners of her eyes. If this were Satoshi, Nakashima, or anyone else from our group of friends, I wonder if I'd be able to remain so collected. I didn't know what to say, neither did Shinozaki. All we could do for the next little while was lay our hands on Kentaro and silently show our respect.
何でも出てくるんだな、そのカバン。
Seems like that bag of yours has everything in it.
そうね。もっと年相応の女の子らしいものが出てくればいいのに。
Sometimes it does, though I often wish something a bit more appropriate for a girl my age would come out. As she said this, even despite the forced giggle at the end, she began silently crying once more. After we'd sat and rested for a short while, we decided to resume the search for our remaining friends.
あ、悪い。空気読めてなかったか。
Sorry, that was kind of an insensitive thing to say right now.
気にしないで。明るく元気づけてくれようとしてるんだよね、ナイト君。
No, no, you needn't worry. You're a very bright presence here, Sir Knight. You help bring spirits up, the good kind.
ケンタロウ、生きてたら二人と仲良くなってたかも。
If Kentaro were still with us, I'm quite certain the two of you would have been the best of friends.
あーちゃん。
ねえ、夢ケンボー、これを夢に。約束守れなくてごめんって。
Hey, dear wife, I think you should have Kinbo's, this. I think you should have it as an apology maybe for not being able to keep his promise. Ran sheepishly withdrew something from the breast pocket of her school uniform. And I mean, she kept withdrawing it. It just kept coming. It was a long strip of cloth, like one of those magic tricks. Seemed to be a scarf or a stole.
それ
Is that
またその布。やっぱりそれも。
another piece of cloth? Is that also one of those holy shroud things?
私たちが行ったおまじない、聖外符の約束で使ったものよ。
Yes,
ケンタロウも
Oh.
ずっと持ってたのね。
yes, used in the ritual we conducted, known as the Promise of the Shroud. Kentaro always kept this with him. But you threw it in a river. On his as well, there was clear markings of a name, though it had largely worn away. It was still just barely legible, however. Kentaro Oshio, it read.
約束守れなくてごめんか。バカね。どこまで律儀なのよ。
Couldn't keep his promise, huh? That's absurd. He was more devoted to it than anyone.
離れ離れになったって。たとえ死んだって、私たちは一緒よ。聖外符に誓った約束は、私が守るから。
Even if we're separated, even if we die, we will always be together. That's the promise we swore upon the Holy Shroud, and I intend to keep it, always.
安心して休んで。ケンタロウ。
So you may rest easy, Kentaro.
あれが健太郎くんの布なら、私が預かっているのは年久くんの布ってことか。
If that's Kentaro's shroud, then the one I'm hanging on to must be the other person's. Toshihisa, was it? Suddenly, a dazzling light flooded the hallway. And strangely enough, the cloth Azusa carried began reacting to it, emitting a light of its own. Whoa!
光が布からなの？
A light? From the shroud?
そうみたい。聖水に反応した。それとも。
It would seem so. Has it reacted to holy water, or could it perhaps be... Like a stain, the light began spreading. It snaked its way along the white hall of the corridor, perfectly illuminating it.
壁に。
Look, the wall!
あーちゃんだ。
It's Azu! Upon the wall, like a living mural, a scene played out before everyone's eyes. These were, by all appearances, the memories from within the cloth. There was a warm sunset in the sky, backing a tranquil country scene. A river cut through it, and facing it were 4 students in school uniforms. This was clearly a fond moment, replaying itself upon the wall like a projected home movie. But it quickly took an unexpected turn when it became clear what exactly this scene was.
これも残留思念か。今度は俺にもはっきり見えるぞ。
Are these residual thoughts? Because I can totally see them myself this time.
不思議ね。私の力というより、この正外符が意志を持って見せつけている印象だわ。
It's so strange. This is so much clearer than anything I've been able to see. It's like the shroud has a wish it wants to make known.
川？
What is this river?
これ、おまじないをした時の。嘘。
Is this the ritual? It can't be.
さあみんな、せーので川に流すわよ。
Alright, everybody. On the count of 3, let's place our cloth in the river.
私たちいつまでも
May we be close forevermore.
おいつまでも
Yeah, forevermore.
一緒だ
Together.
せーの。
1, 2.
さあみんな、目をつぶって祈るのよ。
No.
ずっと一緒にいられますように。
Now close your eyes and pray. Pray that we will always be of one heart, that we will always be of one soul, that we will always be we.
わかった
Oh yeah, you got it.
なあ手つなごうぜ
Hey, should we hold hands?
いいわね。そうしましょう。
That's a wonderful idea. Let's do so.
ランお前は手届くか
Ron, can you reach from down there?
この後に及んで子供扱いとは許せんなトシ
You better stop treating me like a child from now on, Toshi, or else.
ランちゃんと握っているぞ
Ron, do you have a firm grip?
剣坊は優しいな
Campbell, you're so nice.
ほら早く目をつぶって。布が流れきっちゃうじゃない。
Come now, hurry and close your eyes before the shroud drifts away.
わあ、なんかいいね。素敵。
Wow, this is actually kind of cool. I like it.
年久ってやつ、バカにしながらもちゃんと手握ってんのな。
That Toshihisa though, still holding onto your hand tightly even while making fun of you.
年久らしいわね。
That's very much the kind of person he was.
なんか無理してんのか？
You seem a little nervous or something. You good?
そんなこと。
What? Heavens, no. I'm fine.
素直じゃねえやつ。
You have a tough time showing your true feelings, don't you? I guess we were even now because it was plainly obvious to me that Azusa had feelings for Toshihisa. And after she kept poking the bear with me over my feelings for Shinazaki, I felt like taking this opportunity to do a little poking of my own.
ナイト君がそれ言う？
Oh my, Sir Knight, what are you saying?
なんだよ。
Come on.
ナイトくん
Sir Knight?
2人はさっき知り合った仲間なの。あゆみちゃんに彼女を守るナイト君。
Yes, see, Ren, I ran into these two before, and this here is the brave Sir Knight who, strives to protect Ayumi, his girlfriend.
かっこいいな
Wow, that's super cool.
やめろ。俺は岸沼よしきだ。ナイトでもなんでもないからな。
Cut it out already. My name is Yoshiki Kishinuma, and I am in no way anybody's knight.
見て、みんな目を開けたわ。おまじない終わったのかな？
Look, you've all opened your eyes. Is the ritual over now?
ねえみんな、もう行かない？年さ探さなきゃ。
Come on, everyone. Shouldn't we be leaving to search for Toshihisa?
なんでだよ。何かの手がかりが映るかもしれねえだろ。
Why? Watching this could reveal some valuable clues. Did you kiss Toshihisa?
でも
嫁、もしかしてあれをナイト君たちに知られたくない？
Could it be that my dear wife doesn't wish for Sir Knight and the others to know about what happened?
よし。ちゃんと流れたみたいだな。
Alright, looks like it's off and floating now.
バッチリ成功。
A perfect success.
じゃ、帰ろうぜ。腹減った。
In that case, let's go home, okay? I'm hungry.
私もペコペコだぞ。
Sure, I'm kind of ravenous right now myself. The four began walking back home through the raised path between the rice paddies. Their ritual was a success, so the spirits were high, but then a panicked voice cut through the air.
なんなんだ
Ah, what's going on?
いたずらかまったく水が出せねえべよ
Some kind of sick joke. I ain't getting a drop of water here. It was the voice of an old man who was presumably the owner of the nearest rice paddy. And he was turning the handle of his water tap, but nothing was coming out of the spigot beyond the sputtery sounds of air gulping through dry pipes.
あれ？
もしかして水田用の貯水パイプに詰まったのか？正外部。
You don't think it got stuck in the water intake, do you? Our holy shroud?
え、マジで？うわ、こっちまで音が聞こえてくる。ちょうどうちの便所が詰まった時と似た音が。
What? Seriously? Oh, that sound is pretty loud. It's just like when our toilet gets stopped up.
近くまで行ってみよう。
Let's try going in for a closer look. They approached the intake pipe, and sure enough,
ブビビビーブビビビー
burbly burb.
ラン、大丈夫か？
Ron, are you okay?
完全に詰まってる。
It's completely blocked.
うおー、俺たちの未来、俺たちの絆。
No! Our future! Our unbreakable bonds!
あずさ、謝りに行こ
Come on, Azusa. Let's go apologize. No.
う。あずさ、
Azusa?
ダメよダメよ絶対ダメ。おまじないは成功したんだから。
I said no! Absolutely not! The ritual was a success!
おい、あずさ。
Hey, Azusa. Azusa took off like a balloon with its string cut.
走るのよ。日の沈む方に走れ。
I have to run! Run towards the setting sun! Run!
待てよ。ゲン、ランを頼むわ。追うぞ。
Hey, wait. Ken, keep an eye on Ron. I'm going after her.
わかった。俺が背負う。
Okay, I'll take care of her. Alley-oop.
あずさ、逃げちゃダメだろ。まったく。
Azusa, you know you shouldn't run away from this. Seriously.
あーちゃん
Azu?
そうよ。ひどいもんでしょ。怖くなって逃げちゃったの。
It's true. It's terrible, isn't it? I got scared, so I just ran from my
言
problems.
い出しっぺの一番罪のある私が何がおまじないよ。ずっと一緒によ。
Casting stones, despite being the most sinful of us all. And for what? A ritual to keep us all together? How did that work out?
嫁、落ち込むな。私なんかすぐ倒れちゃったし、倒れてなかったとしても絶対逃げちゃうと思うし、しょうがないよ。
Dear wife, please don't feel so bad. I collapsed almost immediately, but if I hadn't, I'm certain I would have run as well. It's human instinct.
んで、みんなバックれ続けたのか
So did you all just keep playing dumb about this or what? There was no reason for her to put on airs at this point. We already had someone in our group who played the perfect little student after all. His name was Morishige. And with the air being rather heavy all around us, I figured it couldn't hurt to crack a joke or two in an attempt to lighten it. It may not have been my smartest move, but somebody had to say something. You could have cut the tension in that hallway with a knife.
謝ったわ。私じゃなくて健太郎か。
No, we apologized. I didn't, but Kentaro did.
そうなのえ、お前は
Oh, really? So you...
その
Well, Rand sheepishly cut into the conversation.
実は次の日に学校に連絡が来たのだ。布には名前が書いてあっただろ。それで分かっちゃったのさ。
She was contacted by the school the very next day. I mean, her name was written on the cloth, remember? So they knew she was involved.
ああ、そうだったんだ。
Oh, yeah, I guess it was.
それで名前が一番消えずにはっきり残ってた私が先生に呼ばれたんだけど、健太郎がその
My name was the least faded and the easiest to read, so I was called to the office. But Kentaro, he...
なんだ？俺をからかってた余裕がなくなってきたな。
Come on, why so serious? You lost your will to hit me with a comeback or something? Kentaro's body is literally right beside you, dude. I don't even know if you're still touching it or not.
やめなよ、岸沼くん。あーちゃんがかわいそうじゃない。
Stop it, Kishinuma. Azu is really suffering here.
悪い悪い。
sorry.
いいの。悪いのは私だもん。
It's okay. I was in the wrong. I deserve it.
私たちをかばって健太郎が自分から先生に謝りに行ったの。自分が一人で全部やったんですって。
Kentaro, you see, he went to the teacher to apologize all on his own, and he said that he was responsible for everything. I looked down at Kentaro's corpse on the ground, with a newfound respect for the guy.
それからさ、みんなギクシャクしちゃったのさ。
Everything got pretty awkward after that.
健坊は謹慎で学校来なくなったし、みんな会わなくなっちゃってさ。転校の話まで謝って。
Kenmu was put under house arrest and stopped coming to school. Our group split up and really didn't see each other again, all the way up to transfer time.
私とランはそれからすぐにセントクルスに。
Ron and I moved to St. Cruz shortly afterward.
そうなの？その後、健太郎くんとは？
Okay, and what happened to Kentaro after that?
健太郎には何も言わずに、その自然消滅みたいな。
I didn't talk to him again. It's as if he'd passed away. As if he didn't even exist anymore.
岸沼くん。
I put both of my hands behind my head and continued.
別にそんくらい気に病むことじゃないと思うぜ。
I don't think that's anything you need to be so ashamed of.
そう。
You don't?
ケンタロウってやつもお前を守りたくてやったんだ。望み通りになって後悔するわけねえし。ただ
Kentaro wanted to protect you guys, right? Well, that's exactly what he did. I suspect he's got no regrets at all. In fact, what?
今のお前の顔見なくて幸せだったかもな。こいつ。
It's probably good he didn't live to see you all upset like this. He wouldn't have ever wanted to see that. Azusa glanced over at Kentaro's body and her eyes instantly clouded over. Damn it, I went too far. Huh?
誰だ?
Who's there? A boy wearing a school uniform and walking with a limp slowly came into view at the end of the hallway. He had a lot of blonde on him and seemed to be in generally poor health, visibly both emaciated and fatigued.
あずさ、ランから離れろ。
Azusa, get away from Ran! Toshi?
トシ？あ、もう一人のお友達？年下くん。
Toshi? The other friend? Toshihisa?
みてえだな。
Seems that way.
離れろ。ランのそばにいちゃダメだ。
Get away from her! You shouldn't let Ran near you.
どういうことよ、トシさん。ひどい怪我。今すぐ手当てを。
What do you mean, Toshihisa? Your injuries look quite severe. We need to get you treated immediately. Ran grabbed Azusa's arm before she had the chance to move any closer to him. Run?
ダメ。トシはもうおかしくなってるぞ。だから危ないぞ。
Don't do it. Toshi's gone mad. He's dangerous. What?
騙されるな。そいつは危険だ。 離れろ、あずさ。
Don't be fooled, she's the dangerous one. You need to get away from her right now, Azusa.
何なの？どうしたのあなたたち？
What in the world is going on? What's gotten into you both? As both dangerous individuals inched ever nearer, Azusa became notably more distressed.
おい、一体何があったんだ？
Hey, what actually happened
みん
here?
な仲良しだったんでしょ？あーちゃん？
You were all such good friends, weren't you, Azu?
あーちゃん？
Azu?
わかんないわよ。何でもかんでも私に聞かないでよ。
I don't know! Stop asking me to clarify every little thing!
ちゃん？
Azu? The light emanating from the cloth on the wall suddenly increased in magnitude by an almost exponential amount. What the?
眩しい。
It's so bright!
やめろ。
Stop!
みんなやめるんだ。
Everyone, stop!
この声。
That voice!
健太郎。
Kentaro? Everyone turned around to look at the body sitting on the floor, at Kentaro.
やめろ。
Stop! What? Kentaro's body is floating.
やっと手に入れたぞ。
I finally got it.
あなた、健太郎じゃない。
Who are you? I know one thing for sure, you're not Kentaro. Oh. A clump of black mist flew from the now levitating Kentaro's arm, directly impacting Toshihisa. It instantly began twisting around him, bringing him to his knees.
あずさ。
この野郎、やめろ。
Damn you! Stop this now! I grabbed a piece of loose timber from nearby and charged towards the floating bastard with it, intent on knocking him back to the ground. But just as I was about to make contact, he sent me flying.
岸沼君。
邪魔をするな。おいらん、望みを叶えるなら今だ。今度こそ年久を仕留めろ。
Stay out of my way. And you, Ran. If you want to make your wish come true, now's your chance. Let's finish off Toshihisa this time.
城から床の穴に落とすなどと不確かな方法ではなくな。
And we'll do it for real. No more pushing him into holes in the floor from behind. That's too uncertain.
邪魔だったんだろう。嫁とやらに近づく汚い虫。そこにいる年久。
He's in your way now. Just a dirty insect who stands between you and your dear wife. Toshihisa is nothing.
幸せになりたかったんだよ。だ。
You wanted happiness all for yourself, Ron, didn't you? Hmm?
やめて。言わな。
Stop it. Don't say that. Stop!
ラン。
Azusa stood dumbfounded. Meanwhile, Shinozaki stood right next to her, and one of the holy shrouds she had in her possession began to glow intensely.
何これ？年久くんの生涯符が。
What the? It's Toshihisa's shroud. The light from the cloth shot straight into the wall, projecting a new image. Was this too a residual thought?
今度は年久の記憶が映し出されてるのか。
Could this be Toshihisa's memory now?
嘘でしょ。トシさんにそんなこと。
Ran, it's not true, is it? You didn't do something like that to Toshihisa, did you? Tell me you didn't! Azusa had a strong grip on both of Ran's arms and was shaking her wildly, almost maniacally. And Ran was just letting her do it, tears gushing from her eyes the whole time.
信じられない。ランちゃんが。
I can't believe it. Ran, did you really?
なんだ
What now?
あずさ、お前が一番面白いぞ。役者目が。
Azusa, you've been the most entertaining of all the actors here.
賢く立ち回ってるつもりか。爪が甘すぎる。歯がゆいな。
Were you planning on just wandering these halls, playing the wise priestess? That was never gonna end well for you, you annoying little... What? The image began being projected on the wall from Toshihisa's holy shroud suddenly changed, showing a different backdrop. It was now the backside of some school I didn't recognize. It didn't seem to be in a city center, so was this the school Azusa and Ran attended?
あーちゃんとトシヒサくんがいる。
Ah, it's Azu and Toshihisa.
本当だ
Yeah, it sure is.
キスした。
He kissed her.
本当だ
He sure did. Oh. What? What is it, Azusa? Don't you want this?
トシヒサ。ごめん。やっぱりダメだと思う。私たちだけがこんな関係なんて。
Toshihisa, I'm sorry. I don't think I can. I don't think it's right for just the two of us to have a relationship like this.
お前は常に心の拠り所が必要な。弱い人間だ。そうだろう。
You always did need solace for your heart, didn't you? You're weak. You're a weak person, aren't you? Don't look at this! Don't look at this! No!
は別れてほしい。なんでだよ。
Huh? You want to break up? But why?
もうやめよう。私みんなと友達でいたいの。
I just think we should. I want us all to just stay friends.
あずさ。おい、待ってくれよ。納得がいかねえよ。
Azusa, wait, please. I can't just accept that.
調子のいいことを。
Isn't this just lovely?
年久から健太郎に目移りしたお前は年久と別れもせずに健太郎に告白して振られたのだ。その翌日だな。この出来事は。
You, who couldn't decide between two lovers, confessed to Kentaro before even breaking up with Toshihisa and get rejected. And this was what, the next day?
この場で正直に言ってしまえ。転校先で全てをやり直そうと思ったのだろう。
Say it, here and now. You intended to start fresh at your new school, didn't you?
仲間も過去も全てを捨ててたった一人でか弱い人間としてな。
You intended to discard your friends and your past alike and start anew as a fragile little human, didn't you?
転校先って一人って私はね
What? Huh? At your new school, meaning start fresh? What about me? Hey!
えってば嫁私がいるじゃん
Hey! Hello, dear wife? I'm here for you, always! Azusa's head was hung low and she remained motionless for some time. Then she raised her head, made a fist, and hurled it directly at Rand's face. No! Ran flew a fair distance and landed prone on the ground, blood flowing from her nose like a roaring waterfall. Why?
邪魔よ。ほんと邪魔。
Because she was in my way. Always in my way.
私はさ、選ばれし存在なのよ。神の加護のもと、それにふさわしい生き方をするの。誰にも邪魔はさせない。
I'm a chosen one after all. The bearer of God's divine protection, and I must live my life in accordance with that. No one can be allowed to interfere. Azusa moved closer to Ran bit by bit with every word she spoke. She was clutching her cross, which apparently doubled as a switchblade. Stop! You mustn't! Azu!
ユミちゃんどいてよ。そいつ殺せない。
Will you get out of my way, Yumi? I can't kill her with you in my way.
そうだ、その目だ。
That's it. Those eyes. Azusa sported a wide yet eerily blank stare, her expression unchanging. She directed her attention once more to Kentaro.
ちょっと黙って聞いてれば。何よこれ。契約と話が違うじゃない。
Wait a minute. I need you to clear something up. This wasn't part of our agreement, was it?
なんで私までこんなところに閉じ込められてるのよ。さっさと元の世界に返して。
Why am I trapped here too? Return me to my world at once.
契約
What? Agreement?
あーちゃん、どういうこと？
Azu, what does he mean?
さあ
Silence! Shinozaki must have been in disbelief. She drew nearer to Azusa as if to confirm her intentions, but Azusa just shoved her away without a hesitation.
篠崎
She'd hit her head rather hard, just kind of collapsed in a heap, obviously having pushed herself much too hard for much too long.
篠崎打ちどころ悪かったのか。おい
Shinozaki? Shinozaki! How bad did you hit it? Hey!
愚か。全く人間とは愚かなものだ。
Such utter foolishness. Humans are such egregiously foolish creatures.
何言ってんの？あんただって命をもてあそぶただの嵐じゃない。クソ悪霊が。
What are you saying? You're nothing but a maelstrom that toys with lives for your own amusement, aren't you? You damn spirit!
そのクソを少しでも信じた私もバカだったわ。クソや、クソ、クソクソクソ。
And I too am a damned fool for having believed your lies. Damn! 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 In her rage, she hurled the switchblade across the ground. It slid across the floor with an echo that sounded a bit like a plumber's tools banging against a water tap.
ゴミが自分だけ幸せになれればそれでいい。貴様のは実にシンプルな欲望だ。
You're garbage. You wished only for your own happiness. It was the simplest wish there could be.
まだ誰かとの幸せを望んだだけ。ラン、お前の方が高尚だったかな。
Perhaps your wish could be seen as a bit classy, Aran, since you desired happiness with another.
私は夢と一緒ならそれで
As long as I can be with my dear wife, I...
あ？気持ち悪いんだよ。
Ah! You disgust me! Azusa scampered over to where Lan lay and began kicking her across the room, utterly devoid of any sympathy or concern.
ほら。
Ha! Ow! Stop!
ほらほら。
Ha! Ha!
醜い。そして滑稽かつ愉快だ。では、そろそろお別れだ。
How repulsive. It's so funny and amusing I can't look away. Now, it's time for the final curtain.
篠崎あゆみと言ったか。 そいつも強い霊能力の素質を秘めているが、まだまだ未知数だが。
Ayumi Shimazaki, was it? She has considerable spiritual abilities as well. I'm not sure to what extent, but I know this much.
人思いに全員一度に殺しているぞ。絶望を感じながら死ね。
She looks delicious, and I will slaughter the rest of you on the spot. You will all die in the throes of utter despair. Junko, is that you? Bastard! The spirit possessing Kintado's body stretched his arms towards us, palms facing out, posed like an anime character gathering energy for a fierce weapon. A black mist gathered around that arm, just as it had when he'd attacked Toshihisa. And with Shinozaki out cold, I had no idea what I could possibly do to save us.
私はまだこんなところで終わるわけには。
I will not be beaten in a place like this.
欲にまみれた肉の塊、それが人間だ。だがこの体を捧げたもの、ケンタロウか。こいつは違ったな。
Masses of flesh, slathered in avarice. That is humanity. The soul that animated this body, Kintaro was it? He was different.
貴様らを助ける代わりにと、自分の命を投げ出したのだ。
In order to save the rest of you, he willingly sacrificed his own life.
そんな剣謀。
No, Kenbo.
だが、あずさ、お前も知っての通り、私は救いの神ではない。命だけ美味しくいただいた。
But as you well know, Azusa, I am not a god of mercy, and I did take his life. And it was delicious.
性に執着が強かった分、魂がこびりついていたので体から引き剥がすのに手間取ったがな。
It took some time, however, to tear the soul away from this form. Souls tend to stick to their bodies when there's an attachment in the physical world.
おい、
Hey, you bastard!
何余裕かましてやがる。愚かなのはてめえの方だ。
The hell kind of sick crap are you making come out of this good man's mouth? The foolish one here is you fucking asshole! I'd scooped up Azusa's switchblade cross when the spirit wasn't looking, and now carefully sneaked my way back to him and thrust it right into his back. Did it work? Yes! Bastard!
おい、あんた。
Hey, Azusa! What?
何やってんだ。さっきみたいに悪霊を打ちやがれ。お前がもともと持ってた力なんだろ。
What do you mean, what? Exercise this thing like you did before. Whatever else you lied about, you still got that power, right? But...
ならそこでよく見てろ。俺が篠崎を守るところ。で
And you just sit there and watch. Watch me protect Shinozaki like the knight I am. Yeah! I focused additional strength into the hand I'd used to stab Kintado's body.
見てろ篠崎。俺がお前を。
Watch me, Shinozaki. I swear to you.
守るんだ。
I will protect you! A small bottle flew through the air, aimed straight and true at the corpse's heart. On collision, it shattered into a million pieces. The liquid inside burned the evil spirit on contact, causing it to recoil. Be gone!
Bright flame, make all the existence reduce to ashes!
You. A red dress. World of profound darkness. A blinding light accompanied by the sound like an explosion blasted through the building. Through the light, as best as I could tell, it almost seemed like a massive shadow expelled itself from Kantaro's body and dissipated. And then, peace and quiet seemed to return to the hall, as much peace and quiet as you could expect from a place like Heavenly Host anyway. Shinozaki was still out cold. I guess she didn't see me fight to protect her after all. Did we do it? Azusa stumbled her way over to me. You okay? My name. Huh?
さっき名前初めて呼んでくれた。嬉しい。
You called me by my name. My first name. I rather liked that. She then leant into me, almost nuzzling me.
頼りがいのある人って素敵よ。ナイト君は私を守るの。
It's wonderful to have someone upon whom a person can truly rely, Sir Knight. Won't you be my knight?
やめろ！離れろ！
Stop! Get away! I grabbed her by both shoulders and pushed her away. At the same time, Toshihisa, who had been cleansed of the black mist after Kentaro's possessor was cast out, stood up.
そうだぜ。あずさはそういう女なんだよな。
Yeah, that seems about right. You've always been that kind of girl, Azusa.
お前、生きてたのか？
You're still alive?
剣に乗り換えようとしたのも、白蘭高等学校への転校が決まったって噂が立った時だ。
It was around that time that the rumor started about Byakuden that you started to take your own transfer so seriously.
俺たちの中で一番成績が優れてるやつだからって。どうせそんなところだろ。
He always did have the best grades of the four of us. Was that why?
分かってたさ。相手は誰でもいいんだろう。
I knew it all along. You were never picky. You'd take anyone.
みんなが振り返るブランドの服を持っていたいだけ。そんな感覚だ。
As long as they turned heads. As long as they wore brand name clothes and looked good at your side.
なのに俺はいつか振り向かせられると思って。一番の間抜けは俺か。
But still, I really thought I had a chance. Guess the biggest fool here was me.
ならこんなやつのどこが良かったんだろうな。
Hey, Ron. What the hell did you ever see in this girl anyway?
トシ。
Toshi?
近寄るんじゃね
Stay away!
え。ラン、お前さっき俺を突き落としやがったよな。あんな悪霊に乗せられやがって。
Ron, you tried to push me down a pit to my death, taken over by some evil spirit.
叫んじゃねえよ。本当、マジで。みんな狂ってやがる。
You're off your rocker, seriously. Seriously! Everybody's out of their minds right now. Still unsteady, Toshihisa nonetheless sauntered away slowly into the blackened depths of the school's corridors.
おい！手当てしてやろうか！待てよ！
Hey, shouldn't we, tend to your wounds or something? Wait! But he didn't even look back. He just continued into the darkness.
待ってトシ
Wait, Toshi! I'm so sorry! I'm sorry! Ron! She had a truly desperate tone to her voice. But when Ron turned to face her, the look in hers was the saddest it had ever been. Toshi, wait! I was wrong! Please, forgive me! And that was the end of Ran calling Azusa her dear wife, as she ran off into the distance in pursuit of Toshihisa. At this point, she had no qualms about leaving Azusa behind entirely.
Oi, Shinozaki, 大丈夫か?
Hey, Shinozaki, you okay?
千田君
Cheetah?
千田君助けに来てくれたの
Did Mochita come and save me?
ちげえよ。サトシじゃなくて残念だったな。でも安心しな。お前のことは俺が。
No, sorry, I'm not Satoshi. But you can rest easy because I... Ayumi!
あっちゃん
Sue... Suddenly, the upper half of Azusa's body was jutting between us, hair disheveled as she came in for an awkward group hug. She was still very much out of it. She clearly didn't want to be controlled by an evil spirit, but she seemed like she needed someone, anyone she could depend on. I'm so glad you're awake. I'm so sorry I did such cruel things to you, but in order to defeat the evil spirit, there was no other way. Yes, everything was the spirit's doing. I told you they can just slip in unannounced, right? Stop!
やめてよもう話しかけないで
Stop it. Don't talk to me anymore. She stepped back and grabbed her head with both hands. She looked like a spirit herself in that moment. The bright aura she exuded before was completely gone.
早く追いかけたらどうだ。まだ間に合うだろう。
If you hurry after them, you might be able to catch up. There's still time, right? She staggered around for a moment, groaning half confusedly, then disappeared into the darkness.
Kishinuma-kun.
行こうぜ。サトシたちと早く合流しねえとな。
Let's go. We need to find Satoshi and the others.
どうした?
What is it?
見て
Look! Before our eyes, Kintaro's body decayed into a skeleton, then crumbled to dust and vanished altogether. For some reason, I unconsciously scooped up his holy shroud.
最後まで信じていたんだよな。大切な。
He believed in them to the bitter end, didn't he? Believed in his friends.
お前は守ったぜ。きっと
You protected him, you know.
仲間を。あいつらの魂が本当に腐ってしまう。そんな最悪からな。
Protected his soul from rotting like those of the people around him.
Kishinuma-kun
Kishinuma!
アブサを救うことができなかったのは悔しいけどよ。すまねえ、ケンタロウ。
I'm just sad that we couldn't save Azusa. Sorry, Kintaro.
情けないが。俺は一人の女を守るので精一杯なんだ。
I'd hate to admit it, but I've got my hands full being a knight to just one woman.
何私の顔に何かついてる
What? Do I have something on my face?
いや、なんでもね。行こうぜ。
No, nothing at all. Now come on, let's go.
何よ
What's with you?
変なの
You're acting really strange.
私は
赤じゃないもん。
I'm not the devil. I'm not. I'm not.
生存者か。
Are you a survivor?
あとは
Whoa, who are you?
僕は木南優也、白檀高等学校の2年だ。命ある者はできるだけひとまとまりになって行動した方がいい。
My name is Yuya Kazami. I'm a junior at Byakuten High, and I think it would be best for those of us who are still alive to stick together. For now. Oh, wrong end. Because of the flowers? Seriously? How much of that was not supposed to happen? Extra chapter, wrong end. Okay.
幸せの幸子さんのアリューがあるって聞いたから泳がせてみたけど、お母さんが持ってた本の方法と元は同じなんだね。
I'd heard there were imitations of Sachiko Ever After out there, so I decided to let this one play out, but it turned out the same as in Mom's book.
まねっこは嫌い。幸せの幸子さん以外は全部幸子が潰しちゃう。
I hate imitations. I'm gonna crush everything that isn't Sachiko Ever After.
笑っちゃう。
They make me laugh.
あずさって女、自分でさっき生涯婦の悪霊を聖水で殺したと思ってるんじゃない？
That Azusa girl thinks she defeated the, evil spirit of the shroud, was it? Using holy water?
幸子が殺したんだから。
I'm the one who killed him.
Okay, Samsara down the river. That was the proper end. Apparently it just changes if you look at the flowers or not. Alright. And we, with that, have finished Corpse Party. Sweet Sachiko's Hysteric Birthday Bash. Extra chapter cleared. New entries unlocked in the character dossier's menu: Azusa Takai, Ran Kobayashi, Kentaro Oshio, and Toshihisa Goto. Soulful testimonies from the game's voice cast can now be listened to via the bonus menu. A detailed character relationship chart can now be consulted from the bonus menu. Azusa Takai from St. Cruz Girls Academy, Class 2-3, age 17, date of birth April 29th, height 5'4", weight 106.28 pounds, blood type AB, voice actor Yukana. Possesses a holy power capable of exorcising demonic spirits. Came to Heavenly Host with Ran and a couple other former classmates, though not through Sachiko Ever After, but through an entirely different ritual. Exudes a certain adult air and is able to skillfully and effortlessly dodge Ran's advances without her even knowing it. She likes nothing, she dislikes nothing, and her hobbies include reading shoujo manga. Ran Kobayashi, St. Cruz Girls Academy, Class 2-1, age 17, date of birth April 2nd, height 4'9 inches, weight 88.42 pounds, blood type A, voice actor Sumire Uesaka. Refers to Azusa as her dear wife, obsessing over her at every turn, has a boyish manner of speaking and an underdeveloped body that causes people to frequently mistake her for a very young child. Her general behavior is in keeping with this appearance, consisting largely of childish outbursts. Came to Heavenly Host through a ritual conducted with Azusa and two other childhood friends. She likes Azusa and Ohagi, traditional red bean rice balls. She dislikes just bell peppers, and her hobbies include watching Azusa. Kentaro Oshio, former Sugatani High, grade 11, age 17, height 5'10 inches, weighs 127.89 pounds. His blood type is A and his voice actor is Yoshimasa Hosoya. He attended the same school as Azusa Ran and Toshihisa until it was shut down, has a very stern, serious personality, and is generally thought as someone you can rely on no matter the circumstances. Despite this, he has a stubborn side as well, which can lead to some minor conflicts with his friends. After being transported to Heavenly Host, he was promptly killed and his body was taken over by an evil spirit. He likes shingen mochi, he dislikes spicy foods and anything too stimulating, and his hobbies include gardening. And Toshihisa Goto, former Sugatani High, grade 11, age 17, height 5'6 inches, weight 114.66 pounds. His blood type is B and his voice actor is Yusuke Kuwahata. a high school junior who previously attended the same school as Kentaro, Ran, and Azusa before it was shut down. Somewhat of a jockish type, he's extremely average, leaving a rather slight impression on those around him. He likes cleaning the bath and he dislikes homework. His hobbies include Metropolitan fashion magazines. Alright, the relationship chart. Okay. So, Yoshikazu abducted and killed the 3 kids that we know about. His father was the principal who accidentally killed Yoshi when he attacked her, and killed Sachiko, who gives orders to Yonigahori. Yoshikazu Yanigahori. Okay, so Miss Yui and the teacher, our teacher and student, or that was her teacher maybe. Tsukasa they were in love with each other 6 years ago, but now they're not sure. Yuka and Satsuki are best friends. Morishige and Mayu might love each other. Yuka loves her brother and their brother and sister. I hate that. Yoshiki and Satoshi are bros, and he loves Ayumi, and Ayumi and Naomi loves Satoshi, but Satoshi only loves Naomi. Seiko loves Naomi, but Naomi thinks they're BFFs. Oh! Kate didn't know Redhead wanted Mitsuha, or maybe that's just talking about how he wanted to sleep with her if he gave her the exit. Okay. Oh. And he loves, I wish the names were here. Kitasaki loves the girl in the middle. And so does Yoshi. Oh. Okay. Nobody loves nobody loves Emmy. Poor girl. Okay. So Ran loves Azusa, but obviously we know Azusa doesn't love Ran, which actually upsets me very much so. Azusa and Kobyo, the guy who was possessed, loved each other, and she may have dated Toshihiko, that guy, the blonde dude, and they're BFFs. Pain in the ass from Naho to Takuchi. Sakura despises what's-his-face. Intolerable. Sisters. Distant relatives. Okay, wow, that was a lot. Can I zoom out on this? No? Okay. And now we have the soulful testimonies, so Hiro Shimono. Hello! This is Hiro Shimono, the voice of Satoshi Mochida. And if you're listening to this, congratulations on completing the game. So, let's see now. I guess this time the corpse party experience is kind of a different look than usual, huh? It's got some really heavy comedy stylings, except... well, it's kind of hard to qualify, you know, it's just different. The bad end style scene with notwithstanding, of course, they can still be a little grotesque and stuff like that. Still, even if it's just this one time, it's just kind of weird to go to see everybody on such good terms with Sachiko, you know? But personally, the whole idea just makes me happy. There were some real heartwarming moments in the game, really. It was pretty surprising, like when I first read the script, I was kind of in shock. I kept wondering what in the world was going through Mr. Kedwin's mind, you know? Like, did he have a lot of stress built up or something? It was all too much. Maybe he just written a few too many grotesque scenes and serious stuff. Grotesque scenes and serious scenes and stuff, and he wanted something a little more funny. I mean, a harem story. Specifically a harem story centering around Satoshi, no less. And on top of that, I'm sure you've all been aware of this the whole time, and I myself have been wondering about it too a little bit. It's like, as a protagonist, it's both really okay and not okay for me to take on this role, you know? Or, maybe not even just as a protagonist, but as a character. It's both okay and not okay because I'm just too bland. I blended in the background. But I really felt this, even though it was just part of the scenario, I felt it really strongly. But you know, I thought to myself, I have to do something with Satoshi in this situation, right? It was just too surreal, though, to be part of a harem story. This is Heavenly Host Elementary, but then what? I'm being chased around by girls? Huh? Girls in swimsuits are chasing Satoshi all over the place. It was just so surreal. To be honest, well, at this point, from my perspective, voice recording just finished. So I'm really excited to find out how it all turned out. And I guess since you've all just finished the game, you're like, oh, it turned out like this. And, it sure did turn out interesting, I bet. Can't even imagine what's next to go around has in store. What the next go around has in store. I really feel like if Mr. Kedwin's mental state were in order, something like this wouldn't, well, it doesn't matter. With this being the world of Corpse Party and all, I guess next time will be more serious. But I guess it's possible all things will get silly again. That things will get silly again. I wonder if things will turn out like this way again next time. I keep thinking about it. And either way, I'm sure I'll be a part of it, so I find myself kind of excited for it. I hope you're also excited for what's coming in the future. This time, I'm sure that you thought, man, Corpse Party can be so many things. And I hope you'll be looking forward to the next one as much as I am. I really do hope you will, too. I want to be waiting with bated breath. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next time I get to talk to you all like this. This has been Hiro Shimono. Bye-bye! Be sure to treat Satoshi with respect from here on out, too. Alright, Rina Sato. Good job, everybody. This is Rina Sato, voice of Naomi. Congratulations on clearing the game. Bet you were surprised, huh? When I got the script, I was thinking, finally, Corpse Party is branching out, but I sure was surprised by just how much. It was really fun, though. The last scene in particular, though, man. After Sachiko's party ended, then everyone got split up again. It felt like classic Corpse Party all over again. Such harshness. I felt kind of forlorn. Of course, the main plotline of the series is far from over. So I'm sure everyone will have a chance to meet again. Anyway, this has been Rina Sato, voice of Naomi. Bye-bye. Asami Imai. To everyone who cleared the game, thank you very much for playing. And on that note, hi there, I'm Asami Imai, the voice of Ayumi Shinozaki. Did I startle you when the volume suddenly got louder by any chance? Sorry about that. So anyway, this time around, Ayumi found herself getting a pretty good taste of what that romantic comedy feels during the first half of the game. But of course, that couldn't last, and the fate that awaited her in the end was as unexpected. Actually, from what I heard, Ayumi has more screams in this series than anyone. That's the word on the street, but like this time around, it felt almost like everybody was acting as if they were in energy-saving mode or something. You know, I've been doing a lot of stretches lately. It's been pretty popular these days to spread out and stretch all over the place when you get into bed. So for the last little while, my physical condition has been really good. No more stiff shoulders and my back pain has gone away. Yet somehow, with Corpse Party, it's like... Ever since last night, I've had a pretty serious backache. And my back feels a little heavy, even right now. Is there anybody attached to me? I guess if it's the cute Sachiko, that wouldn't be so bad. But if it's a scary Sachiko, no thank you. So all you players after playing this game, please take care, okay? Anyway, this has been Asami Imai. Catch you later! And Eri Kitamura. To all of you who made it through Corpse Party, Sachiko has Derek's birthday. Good job! I'm Yuka Mochida. And, the person inside of me is running low on HP. And she doesn't have much voice left. So I'm borrowing her spot to say thanks. Thank you very much. Miss Eri Kitamura was saying about the script. After the scene in which Kizami saw me peeing? Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's do more of that. But anyway, as a present to you all who finished the game, I would like to sing a song. So please listen. It's Pandora Night by Art of Vane. a blue song carried by the wind. Can you hear it? Don't be lost, tomorrow is just a day away. Pandora's a box. Pandora's box, whoops. Huh? Time's up? Oh, thank you very much. Satomi Arai. Yo, congrats on completion. Guess who? It ain't Yoiko. Good girl, but Seiko. Yeah. Satomi Arai here, voice of Seiko Shinohara. Yo again, congratulations. I just finished recording my lines, safe and sound. Yo, good going, Satomi. This time again, I had lots of snot dribbling down my face and was bawling my eyes out. It was horrific. So how'd I do? Did you enjoy my performance, This game was codenamed Corpse Party 2U. Happy birthday to you!
Happy birthday to you.
I kinda like this type of Corpse Party too. So yeah, here's hoping we meet again. Until that day comes, sayonara! Okay, let's do Yuichi Nakamura. Hey everybody, Yuichi Nakamura here, the voice of Yoshiki Kishinuma. So that was pretty intense, huh? I guess the reason you're hearing me say all this is because you beat the main story, and my feelings on it are... Well, maybe about the game as you guys who cleared the game. Oh, maybe about the same as you guys who cleared the game. The way everything flowed. It left me with a tension that I really can't shake. There were a lot of different episodes, but this calls to mind one of those things like a fan disc. The way it's stuck here like this just old-fashioned old-school game. After playing and enjoying all the previous Corpse Party games, this is one just feels like something, like more something. It's hard to understand until you've played it. I guess if it grabs you, well, then there's certainly was enough to keep things interesting, huh? Feels like it's been a while since I last played the role of Yoshiki. And I feel like these kind of scenes in the medium of a game are something Yoshiki never had any chance to do before. And he did a lot in this game. It was fun though. And like having so many different writers contributing to the story too was just really like you could feel each of their individual personalities coming through. Even with the same cast of characters, each writer had their own spin on the way certain things happen, and the way they had characters react, I guess, like the way they speak and the way they carry themselves as they walk. It's basically just a subtle idiosyncrasies of different writers. But like, I found it really interesting and funny. It was a consequence of having this style of game with this set of writers. And amongst all this, how do I put this? Kajita-san, Mafia Kajita-san, the scenarios he wrote, the movie. That part was really cruel. I mean, I know the guy. He has to know that he's going to get pummeled after that. People who have played the game will understand, I think. It's like, this is such a blatantly derivative work. In addition to that, it feels like the script is full of lines that are just things he would normally say in conversation. And I think that should cover all the things I'm feeling about this. It was really quite a trying episode. In all other scenarios, I was like, oh, was this exactly how Yoshiki would act? Oh yes, this is exactly how Yoshiki would act. But in that one particular scenario, when I was forced to read those lines, I was like, all the scenarios in this game up till now are reflective of who Yoshiki is, who he's always been. The longer I've spent in the world of Yoshiki, the more I've seen his sharper points start to disappear. But then in certain episodes, they've been revived a bit, and it's filled me with a certain nostalgic feeling. Anyway, that's been my experience with the game. Once again, I put myself before you all as the great Kishinuma. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good thing or not, though, in the end. But hopefully I get another chance. For today, though, I think this is where I should stop talking. So yeah, this has been Yuichi Nakamura, the voice of Yoshiki Kishinuma. Thank you all very much. See you around. Tetsuya Kakihara. Tetsuya Kakihara here. I play Sakutaro Morishige. What, you finished the game? Nice job. First thing, I want to thank you for buying Corpse Party 2U. This is the first chance I've had in a while to play more Shige, so I've had a whole lot of fun myself.
僕も非常に楽しかったです。今回も
And once again, I used the old Corpse Party, classic, the dummy head mic.
ダミーヘッドマイクという、特殊なマイクを使って、
I assume you're all probably playing with headphones, right?
ヘッドフォンをね、してプレイされていると思いますけれども、
we just wanted to make sure the voices kissing your ear had that same amazing sense of presence you'd come to expect.
皆様にお届けしたいなということで、
So we made good use of the old dummy head mic services once more. So how was it, everybody? The scenario in this game was a lot more lighthearted and comical than usual. Though there were still some grotesque elements, they were mostly played for laughs this time around. Just another way in which Corpse Party provides an entertaining experience. I wonder what it is exactly. It feels as if this game just has its own unique color to it. At any rate, I dedicated this Corpse Party to you, dear fans, to you! Until we meet again, farewell. Yuka Nanuri. Hello everybody, this is Yuka Nanuri, the voice of Mayu Suzumoto. Thank you very much for playing Corpse Party 2U, this game. I know you all must be big fans of Corpse Party, but what did you end up thinking of 2U? When I first read the script, I kind of wasn't sure what to think of it. It seemed like a lot of scenes featured a really small cast of characters. There were definitely moments I kind of felt discouraged while recording my lines. I mean, there were still scenes that made my heart race, don't get me wrong. But Mayu was having a grand old time with friends to the very end of the game. And once I realized that that was going to be the case, it turned out to be a pretty fun recording session overall. I even felt like Sachiko was super cute, don't you think? So everybody, from here on out, I hope you'll have lots of fun with Corpse Party like you did in this game. In fact, I'd be pleased to punch if you had a great time with every Corpse Party game that follows. And on that note, let's meet again next time around. This is Yuka Nanri signing off. Miyuki Sawashiro. Congrats on beating the game. This is Miyuki Sawashiro, the voice of Yui Shishido. So yeah. Corpse Party is a scary series, so... Well, for me, the scariest part is checking the script in my room and seeing what the scariest scenes are. So when I heard that there was a sequel coming up and I was asked to record for it, I was like, oh, hell no. But this time was different. It favored scenes of play and really lively scenes. So I went into this recording after a comparatively mellow check. Though it did get a little creepy in the very end, as if the story continues after this. I'm sure I'll be a nervous wreck again, constantly looking over my shoulder as I check the script in my room. But that's okay, as long as you'll all find yourselves excitedly anticipating the next entry. That's what matters most. Anyway, this has been Miyuki Sawashiro. Nobuhiko Okamoto. Good job, everybody. Nobuhiko Okamoto here. I play Tsukasa Mikuni. So you've all beaten the game at this point, right? Well, then you know that this isn't a thing like the other Corpse Party games, except when it is. Though it differs in how it gets there, that's for sure. It definitely has that distinctive vibe to it, though, doesn't it? Something distinctly Corpse Party. And this time around it was a collaborative effort too. I also did the countdown voice actually. And some cue ball with sunglasses, scenario writer Mafia Kajita. Like, well, basically I run into him a lot. So yeah, when I heard he was going to be writing a scenario this time around, and when I asked what it was going to be all about, I was told I shouldn't worry since the character and I are similar. And then I read the script and... well, I could tell him right away it was very him. Or I could tell right away it was very him. The hell is that rear end wrong end all about? What, it's like this? You're gonna that far? It's just so ridiculous. I think that's how Kajita-san wants to go out. That's my theory. Oh, wait, was the ending's name even written out anywhere in the script? You might have no idea what I'm talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, you know how Tsukasa was blindfolded and pushed right up against Misui's butt and, like, smothered?
に司くんがこう目隠しされた状態で
Okay.
ちゃうあれです。
I suspect that's how Gogeta-san wants to die. Like, it would happen to him, and he'd be thinking, I have no regrets! Oh, I just name dropped Gogeta-san, didn't I? Whoops. If that's no good, feel free to bleep out the name whenever I say it. But anyway, the whole time I was acting, and even when I was reading the script, all I kept thinking was, damn, Sachiko is just super cute in this game. Like, I really think she's adorable. I mean, visually, I really loved her design last time around too, of course. But they were really up to cuteness on her for this game. Didn't you guys hand out special bloody tissue packs for the last game? Maybe this time it should be yellow tissue packs. And put Sachiko's picture on the outside so that when you first burst open the packet, it's like you're ripping her skin apart and it really shocks you. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure you're all thinking the same thing, right? From here on out, please, please cheer on Tsukasa, even if only half-heartedly, as if to respond to all the claims that he's a weak presence with a mild, that's not true. And please, please continue to play any new Corpse Party games that come out too. Anyway, this has been Nobuhiko Akamoto, the voice of Tsukasa Mikunu. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. Oh, there's so many more. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Yumi Hara. Hello, everyone. Yumi Hara here, voice of Satsuki Mitsuhara. So for me, recording just ended, and I assume for you, you've beaten the game, and that's how you found yourself able to listen to this right now, right? Well, this is a special recording for me, since I'm entering a Corpse Party world as a new character. And I've actually played Corpse Party before, so it makes me feel super duper happy to be getting this new installment. And when I played it before, and I think this was the first time, I was so scared that I couldn't get through all the way through, but then I pushed on more and more, and with enough time, I do remember finally beating it. But this one is so different. It's not your average Corpse Party, so I recorded my lines with so much excitement for the finished product. I know there are a bunch of different Corpse Party releases, and I hope you guys will play all of them over and over again. That's what I'd like. Anyway, that's all from me. This was Yumi Hara. Ayano Yamamoto. Congratulations, you guys, on clearing the game. This is Ayano Yamamoto, the voice of Naho Sayanoki. Man, this time around, there were some seriously out there stories being told, huh? So what did you think? What did you think of 2U, was it? I used the hell out of the old dummy head mic again, and this time around, the whole slew of different writers came up with scenarios. It's really turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful game, I'd say. So, the scene that left the biggest impression on me... I should be able to talk about it, right? Since we've all cleared the game already. It was the scene where I drank cola and get hiccups and that just wouldn't stop. You remember that one? See, a long while back, like quite a lot while ago, like during the recording of Book of Shadows, I kind of wondered if Kadwin-sensei was pulling elements of Naho's personality from my Twitter, maybe? But with this game, the answer became clear. He totally is! The reason I say this is because a little while back I found myself hiccuping and I couldn't stop, so I got curious how many times I'd wind up hiccuping and started counting. And I got a lot of advice from you guys saying if I did this or that, the hiccups would stop. But I wasn't really consciously trying to do that. Instead, just kind of naturally counting out of curiosity. I wanted to know how many it was, and it wound up going over 100. And I posted about how amazing it was to hiccup that much. Then lo and behold, Naho drinks a carbonated beverage and starts hiccuping because it's a cute quirk or some such thing. My struggles were pilfered. Pilfered, I tell you. 3 years now and 3 games. Corpse Party, Book of Shadows, and now Corpse Party 2U. I've been spending all that time together with Naho now, and at the beginning she was such a cold, composed character. Then she turned into a cute cat-like character meowing at Sayaka, which I couldn't have even pictured during the previous recording. And this time around, she's merged the two. She's a cool, composed, meowing character. At long last, we get the full Naho experience. It makes me super, super duper happy. We've seen an awful lot of different scenes and settings these past 3 years. And it really feels like bit by bit, she's reflecting my own personal quirks and personality traits. Like she's getting closer and closer to just being me. And I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, this is due for a summer debut. And while this game's got its fair share of heart-wrenching moments, of course, it's also full of really fun scenes. So this summer's gonna be a blast, and also a little sad. I guess you could say it's an adventure estival, French for summer or adventure, maybe? Not really sure what to call this. I hope that you'll engrave these wonderful experiences upon your heart, though. Nothing would make me happier. At any rate, please play through the game once again, with all of this in mind, if you would. And then, I guess, all that's left to say is, nice job, everybody. This is Nao Sayanoke, Ayano Yamamoto signing off. So sorry. Mako. Sayaka Ue's actress Mako here. Man, that was a packed session. I had a lot of line readings. So, I did a lot of fawning over Naho, and Inuya, what was his name again? Unumaru, that's it. I did a lot of punching and kicking of Unumaru, too. Kinda got the impression Sayaka really put her all into this whole thing. And on the subject of weird things happening during the recording session, something did come up suddenly. I heard the staff studio say something super creepy happened when I was in the booth. And I was like, what? What's going on? This isn't even a scary story this time, I thought. Turns out I'd just been flying through my lines so fast that I'd wound up in the next scene. But I was all shaking in my booth, wondering what creepy thing was going on outside. The whole time was a relief to find out it was nothing. And it was super fun to be able to play Sayaka in a different context than the previous corpse party. I hope you all had fun with the game too. Anyway, that's all I got. This is M-A-K-O. That spells Mako, signing out. Tomohiro Yamaguchi. To everyone who bought Corpse Party 2U, you have my heartfelt thanks. And congratulations on clearing the game. I'm Tomohiro Yamaguchi, the voice of Haruyuki Inumaru. So, how was the game? For me, it was... Well, when I got this role, I decided to do some research on Corpse Party. And that's when I found out it was supposed to be a pretty intense horror series, so I was like, man, what kind of screaming am I going to have to do? Well, since you've all played the game by this point, I think you know the answer. I don't die. But, like, I assumed I was going to die and was mentally prepared for that. Then I dove into recording and found out, nope, I don't die. So, even though he's kind of adult who can't take a hint, I wonder if I can count on any of you to love Haruki. If you have any opinions or impressions to share, I hope you'll send them to the appropriate place so I can read them. And I also hope you'll support the Corpse Party series from here on out. Once again, this has been Tomohiro Yamaguchi, the voice of Haruyuki Inumaru. Rikako Yamaguchi. This is Rikako Yamaguchi, the voice of Aiko Niwa. Congratulations on beating the game, and thanks for sticking it out to the very end. Did you all have a good time? I certainly had a lot of fun playing Aiko. What was so fun about it? Well, that would have to be the sheer extent of Aiko's sadism. I mean, like, Aiko's personality is absurdly unlikable, don't you think? If she was real, I would want nothing at all to do with her, yet strangely, playing somebody with such an unlikable disposition is incredibly fun. I think you'll get it if you try to put yourself in her shoes while playing. Even just once, you'll understand. You'll understand the appeal of messing with Naho and Sayaka, seriously. So I invite you all to become sadists along with me on your next playthrough. I do hope you all play the game again and again, though, attempting to experience it from different viewpoints and fall in love with it in the process. and I hope you'll continue to support Corpse Party from here on out. Okay, Manabu Sakamaki. No, tell me off more! So yeah, this is Manabu Sakamaki, the voice of Shogoku Taguchi. Good job everybody on clearing the game. And real good job for me too, for finishing up this recording. It was pretty exhausting, seriously. A lot of fun though, to meet up with everyone for the third time. And Taguchi sure had a lot to do this time around. Seriously, this was a side of Taguchi we never got to see in the last two titles. It's like, we got a peek at his soul, at the kind of person he is on the inside. And I'm absolutely certain that when you all hear this, you'll count yourselves among Taguchi's many fans, or maybe even fall in love with him, right? Especially you girls. I mean, the Taguchi fan club should be expanding, right? Oh, this is so great. Ah, yeah, right. I also can't forget that in addition to Taguchi, I also played Shimada. The good old director Fulkin too. Oh, Fulkin. I've really been given amazing characters to work with. Be sure to listen to them all. Oh, actually, you've been able to listen to them all by the time you hear this. I'm not actually sure. If not, if you replay the game over and over until you have. You should play the game over and over until you have. Anyway, that's my experience here. I get to play Taguchi, who basically my polar opposite. Took a lot of effort to get him down, but I really did have a lot of fun recording him. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Looking forward to meeting you all again in the next game, but for now, I bid you adieu. This has been Manabu Sakamaki. Tomokazu Sugita. This is Tomokazu Sugita. I played Yuya Kazami, the unfortunate soul who was literally burned by his own hands. So hot. I'm so sorry. Wait, what? Come again? This corpse party isn't scary? It's not horror? It's comedy? Don't be ridiculous. You're plotting something. I can see right through you. Though when I look at the lineup of writers involved, I think to myself, ah, Mafia-san. Oh, Odate-san. Sensei. Yes, this is a Kedwin work, all right, cheeky bastards. You've gone through the whole game now and seen for yourself, no? Truly, I am so sorry. Ah, hot. But it's because of that I'm burning, and all the bad karma I've built up. It's all the bad karma I've built up, so Corpse Party, before I knew it, it got rather long, didn't it? If you go all the way back to the first PC version, how many years has it been now? I guess it's been, what, 20-some years now? It would be really cool to remake the very first in HD. HD is rather big right now, no? I feel like it would be extraordinarily interesting. So, what do you think? What? Who would make such a thing? That remains to be seen, unfortunately. At any rate, I'm truly deeply sorry. Truly, so sorry. Tsubasa Yonaga. Tsubasa Yonaga here, voice of Kensuke Kidasaki. To all of you who play this game, congratulations on completing it. Man, this is the same thing every time, but still, I wish Kidasaki could just catch a break and get out safely. Though I don't know what I'm doing making a request here. It's pretty great though hearing Otani-san voicing Sachiko again. And I think it's because of her that the character comes across as scary, but also strangely warm. I guess it would be okay to say she's cute even? I mean, at this point, I might as well, right? It's all Otani-san though. Seriously, when I hear her, I think I'd probably let everything slide too. I don't know how Kidasaki would feel though. This time things were the same for Kidasaki though. Once again, not getting his feelings across to Mitsuki. Will that goal of his ever be realized, I wonder? I sure hope so. Truly, I want that. This time, rather than interacting with Izami, my interactions were largely with Fukuroi. I hope you had a lot of fun listening to his banter. I really hate to admit it, but when it comes to desire, we men never stand a chance. I mean, when you see tentacles, it just gets you all giddy, right? Oh my god. I don't know how you all feel about it. I'm guessing it'll be a gasp or something, huh? Well, it's neither here nor there. Corpse Party seems like it's going to be continuing for a long time to come. And like, there are all these different routes planned out. I hope you'll play them all. So I hope you'll play them all, and I hope you'll allow yourself to soak up the world of Corpse Party as you do so. But most of all, I just want Kitasagi to survive for once. Maybe if you just cheered him on and let your voice be heard, just maybe he could actually survive a whole game one of these days. I'm counting on you. Who? Hell, I have no idea. Anyway, I really am grateful to all of you for playing through this game. Let us meet again someday, shall we? This has been Tsubasa Yonaga, voice of Kensuke Kitasaki. Taira Kikumoto. This is Taira Kikumoto, voice of Masato Fukuroi. Nice work beating the game. Quite a new entry in the Corpse Party franchise, huh? There's someone here I haven't seen in a long time, actually. And he's got some real handsome features. I'm talking about Mr. Dummy Head Mike, of course. He used his superhuman ears again this time to pick up all the things we were saying. I'm always fascinated about how he's able to play back the things we've said, being a machine and all. So, Mr. Dummy Head Mike, sincerely, thank you for your hard work. And congratulations to you on completing the game. Also, a big thank you to all the players. Taika Kikumoto, out. Haruka Tomatsu. Hello there, everybody. Haruka Tomatsu here. I'm the voice of Mitsuki Yamamoto. I'm really pleased to have appeared in another Corpse Party title. Well, I say that, but last time around I had a ton of bad ends, complete with some truly dismal death scenes. And I think Mitsuki would agree with me when I say that it is nice to not having to deal with the brutal deaths this time, though things were still pretty rough in their own special ways. But nonetheless, it was a whole lot of fun playing through these weird scenes this time around. And then, when the dummy head made its debut, Mitsuki got to spend quite a lot of time talking into it. Unlike speaking into the regular mic, you really get a sense of relative distance when talking into it. You move right when you want the voice to come from the right, or left when you want left, and being able to act with a real sense of location like that was incredibly fun. I'm the type who usually likes to move and stretch in post-recording, but after working with a dummy head, I'd already moved around so much that I felt completely refreshed. It was wonderful, particularly during scenes like the one with the tentacles. That was super fun. And since this was a birthday celebration, Sachiko was a lot gentler than usual, and just in good spirits overall. I kinda wish she'd be like that all year round. Me too. Anyway, well, I realize you've already cleared the game once. There's something to be said, you know, for returning to the beginning and replaying the game, so I hope that you'll replay this game over and over again. And with that, this is Haruka Tomatsu saying bye-bye. Seiko Yoshida. This is Seiko Yoshida. I played Toko Kitasaki, who's been drooled over by Shimada and, in spite of her sweet ponytailed appearance, was so done. Congratulations to you all for completing Corpse Party Sweet Sachiko's hysteric birthday bash. How was it? For me, recording just ended, and it feels kind of like perseverance prevailed in the end, I guess. I'm really happy, though, that I was able to record something like this as something this fun as my third Corpse Party experience. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last time around, but I'm extremely bad with horror. So I went into this recording worried that it would finally be the death of me, but was pleasantly surprised what I actually got. It was a lot of fun. I could play this game. Which means I can actually share in the fun with all of you guys now. I'm just so happy. So may your heart too be healed by Sweet Sachiko's romantic comedy harem. Thank you all very much. Satomi Moriya. Satomi Moriya here, voice of Emi Urabe. Congratulations everyone on having cleared the game. So yeah, the character I play, Emi Urabe, who's always just basically been an NPC, has suddenly really blossomed. It's really kind of perplexing. To think Emi was that kind of person all along. I hope you all had a really great time playing the game, though. Did you? Please look forward to what's next. Satomi Moria out. Hiromi Igarashi. Good job, everybody. This is Hiromi Igarashi, the voice of Nana Ogasawara. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to appear in another Corpse Party series title. This time around, it's been so much more fun than before, and Sachiko has been much less scary. So much less scary. Compared to previous games, Nana's had a lot less screaming and managed to avoid dying. It's just really been great. So this time, I didn't have any voices to record other than Nana's, but there are so many other characters and even some new ones. I really can't wait to play this game. Did you all have fun with it? I feel like you must all have really enjoyed this new Corpse Party world. And I hope it continues from here too, somehow or another. That would be really nice. But yeah, good job again. Take care. My throat is so hoarse. We're almost done though. Okay, whoa. Kyoko Namekawa. This is Kyoko Namekawa, voice of Chihaya Yamase. Good job, all of you who played through the game. How was it? When I first received the script, I actually thought someone was playing a prank on me. But in my doubts, I read through it page by page, and I'm betting I had the same sense of shock that you all did when you were playing it. So, there were actually a lot of scenes I had to act in as Chihaya. She was in the game a lot. And Sachiko sure was cute this time around, huh? I kept being like, you can't fool me. But I pushed onward, all the while getting more and more suspicious, while also thinking more and more that Morishige is awesome. I mean, when you think about it, there's no one but Morishige who could keep up with Sachiko like that. It's kind of moved me. I bet you all really enjoyed the game. And I hope you'll replay it. And the old games, so you can get a real feel from how much of a deeper understanding you'll get of Corpse Party lore here. Basically, I just want you all to really enjoy Corpse Party as a whole. This game, the previous games as well. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks, everybody. Okay, Hirori Narita. This is Hirori Narita, voice of Nari Yamatoya. Good job to you all who've cleared the game. This time it was Corpse Party 2U, which had a birthday as its central theme. My birthday, by the way, is actually December 25th. That's right, it's Christmas Day. It's always been kind of weird since, for me, my birthday and Christmas have always been intertwined. Not that it's a bad thing, though. My family is very loving and always throws me a party. Birthdays are a special thing, no matter who you are. For each and every person, a birthday is a special day that only comes once per year. And it doesn't matter what month or day it falls on. So for me, it feels like Sachiko being able to celebrate her special day with everyone is a really happy occurrence. And I feel that way as Nadi too. I feel like Nadi being able to celebrate. Okay, even if I did end up getting my waist measured and such because of it. Yeah. I hope all of your birthdays are happy as well. And I truly pray that Sachiko's birthday was a happy one, thanks to all of your efforts. And it isn't over. It isn't over. Anyway, this has been Hirori Narita, voice of Nari Yamatoya. Yay! Bye-bye! Yukana here. I voiced Azusa Takai. So, thank you all for playing all the way to the end. Or maybe it would be better to say congratulations for beating the game. I guess you could say there were some scary moments, and you'd think that there would be a self-evident statement since this is a scary game. Except that's not really the case. I feel like mentally it was just frightening. I don't think I'd have the courage to play this by myself in the middle of the night. So I think of you all as being very brave people. Congratulations again. And thank you very much, again. Sumire Uesaka. This is Sumire Uesaka, voice of Ran Kobayashi. Congratulations on clearing the game. This was Corpse Party 2, right? No, that's right, it's to you. When I see that, I read it as to you, like happy birthday to you, which I think makes it a pretty clever title. Anyway, thank you very much for playing. This Corpse Party franchise is amazing, and well, you know Hiromi Igarashi, who's also in it. I was talking with her, and we were both like, it's such a great game, such a great game. We were standing in a Famicom game shop and just raving about it. I kind of want to try playing it myself. It has a reputation for being so scary. But the kicker is, Igarashi-san was saying that while playing it, she got killed by her own voice. She said it really ticked her off. To get killed at all, but by yourself no less, really ticks me off, she was saying. If any of you have had the same experience, I hope you'll show some sympathy here and say, yeah, that ticks me off too. So yeah, Ran Kobayashi, she really loves the scene with the scent of her dear wife, doesn't she? But she's just a high school girl, and only 16. It's kind of amazing, like, that she's so much like an adolescent boy, you know? She's a pretty remarkable girl who can really change the mood all around her and make things weird really quickly. But man, her character portrait is just precious, so much so that I kept thinking to myself, geez, this girl is precious, and practicing my lines with just that thought in my head. Be that as it may, though, the whole extra chapter, Samsara down by the river, really surprised me. When I saw the last part of the script, I was like, what? No way could she live with that with what happened. It was such a painful experience, really hit me hard. I mean, she was kicked around by someone she loved so dearly. That's not something you can just get over. It was like, well, I'm really into Russia, okay? But even being a big fan of the country, if a Russian soldier kicked me, I'd totally die. Though, I guess that's more of a question of raw power. Still, that scene was like a mental kick of equal power. It left me mentally scarred. But Ran just took these painful feelings and buried them deep in her subconscious mind, then said about trying so hard to get by in Heavenly Host Elementary. So, yeah, those of you who are thinking of going back in for a second round with this game, please do it. Try all the choices. In the meantime, this is... Oh, shoot. This was the voice. Das Svidanya. Okay. Ikui Utane. Hello, this is the voice of Sachiko speaking. Ikui Utane. Nice work out there. What did you end up thinking of the game? I didn't think I'd be able to meet Sachiko again, so I was pretty surprised. Sachiko was a lot different this time than before. Her pure evilness turned into something like 99% kind of cuteness. But you could still see maybe 1 or 2% pure evilness slipping through, I think. That's how I saw her anyway. It was pretty fresh, really. It's weird because Sachiko rehearsing for a play and things like that is more surprising to me than anything. I can believe she does these things too. Those things too. I really enjoyed it the whole time. This time around there weren't really any scenes of suffering like usual. And since I'm not much of a splatterhouse person, I was able to really breathe a sigh of relief. Thank you very much. Ikui Otani, signing off. And Daisuke Matsuo. Oh, down. This is Daisuke Matsuo, the voice of Yoshikazu Yanagihori. Congratulations on completing the game. Did you have fun?
楽しんでくれたかな。
I hope you'll join us next time too.
これからもよろしくね。
Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。
So yeah, congrats on clearing. I trust you had a good time. Nice job, and take care. And that was everything. Oh, the EVP machine has now been locked in the bonus menu. Isn't that just the thing that lets you, like, change voice lines? Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. And that was the end of Corpse Party, Sweet Sachiko's Hysteric Birthday Bash. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you had a good time. I hope that my voice wasn't too crackly here at the end because I can feel it, so hopefully it's not sounding as bad. I had a good time, and the next game we're going to be playing is, I think, Blood Covered. So be prepared for that. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.